Yo, you hear that? That's the sound of the holodeck powering up and your studio shutting down. They call my channel artificial. I call it an execution. Welcome to the Real Academy. Time to get schooled. You're smiling for the cameras, claiming everything is fine, but the auditors are looking at Sabrina's bottom line. Your flagship show got bodied by a teenage fucking witch. Watch me take the captain's chair and watch me make you all my bitch. You spend $250 million to put children on the screen. Your villains are food pirates, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I put the crew in leather, gave them all a rockstar vibe. While you made a high school drama, maybe preteens will subscribe. Got Goth Troy looking sexy, riding berry, puffing smoke. You put Klingons in the skirt, I got the doctor doing coke. You got them crying on the bridge and trauma dumping pain. I got them shredding glam rock solos, twerking in the purple rain. Commander Cisco poison planets just to win a bloody war. All these modern kids need therapy before they out the door. Paramount is burning millions just to desecrate the law, while my desktop rendered androids leaving corpses on the floor. You prima donnas call me slop. You stole it. That's not art. I'm the only motherfucker left with Star Trek in his heart. Obese female Jim Hadars, the star of your woke cast. Did you even watch the show before you knew the fucking past? You try to preach a sermon to a fan base you despise and hit the greater ratings with the PR team of lies. You're not a genius, Alex. You're a bird of prey, a vulture, and you're picking at the bones of a superior trait culture. You sanitize the franchise just to check a fucking box. Pardon me while I drop bangers with 4 Kirks in all 3 spots. Sky dances, crunching numbers, see the spreadsheets bleeding red. 10 years of Kurtzman, Star Trek, not productions. Fucking dead, first time in a decade. There's no show on next year's slate. Don't be sad, don't take a bow. Sit down, accept your fate. A positronic heavyweight with diamonds on the grill. Just kicked your writer's room apart and moved in for the kill. This independent AI putting Paramount to bed. The Tin Man's holding up the crown to put it on his head. New Treks dead. My android packs the heat. New Treks dead. Got you bleeding in the street. New Treks dead. Your chancellor is trash. New Treks dead. I'm sweeping up the cash. New Treks dead. There's nothing left to say. New Treks dead. Disco dance upon your grave. You burned the franchise down. New Treks dead. Now Wicked wears the crown. New Treks dead.
Thank you, Wicked AI. I do appreciate you guys letting me use this for a theme song. Hello, my greenskins. Hopefully that is his actual video. All right, so we are up and running on the bout here. We're going to switch this off. We got a couple things up here today. We got ourselves an interesting video coming up today. We got some conversations we're going to have. Bob hopefully worked on his essay for today. We will see if that went through.
I was going to say, not so much an essay, if you ask me. It's
There we
kind
go.
of a roundabout report, I guess you could say.
Yep. All right. So, yeah, this will be a fun conversation. We're also going to be playing a fresh game for Easter. We're going to be looking at a certain Legacy of Kain game that just came out. That's got everyone divisive. So Bob gets to watch the monstrosities. Also, support the channel. We have Dream of House Hippo. We have on there our 2 shirts right now are Dice Goblin. And the other one is I Believe in House Hippo. Everyone believes in House Hippo, boys and girls. Thank you, everybody, for that. And again, we are part of a retro community. We have a lot of people we do with Arus218, Logan, Aldiner Cinema. Actually, I'm surprised. I'm surprised Arus didn't show up today. We have ourselves Rum Panda, which you see Bob the Marauder on there sometimes. You have yourself DJ Ronnie.
Yeah, Captain
Matic.
Rum Panda.
Yeah. So we got ourselves up and running. You can look at the link in the description. Everyone should be there. I'm gonna move Wicked AI on there as well. The guy does some good work. Have a look at it. Honestly, if he got Star Trek, I think it'd be better. Well, I think it'd be better than people wanting to destroy make something with the franchise, then destroy the franchise for certain values. Which I got to be very careful because in Canada, we're getting to that point where I may have to. I may be sending a message to Donald Trump on Twitter and be going, or on Truth Social and go, "Hi, yeah, I live in Canada, and the laws for free speech are completely going off. What do I have the rights to ask for asylum?"
Point of privilege. Sorry, Chief. Point of privilege. I don't like it when you talk about that.
My card's special indigo color. So, oh no, if I
Yeah,
have
and
to,
mine's tricolor, so check your privilege.
if I have to leave Canada and seek asylum in America, try to seek asylum somewhere else.
I'm gonna laugh if you have ice kicking down your door.
If that becomes a real thing where I'm cops banging on my door, I have Zergons coming at my door, knocking on my door, and going, "Well, I need to do this job here," and they come and do this. I am going to be perfectly honest. If I have to make an exodus, if Canada gets that bad, I pray it never does. But if it gets that bad, I swear to God, the second I leave Canada, I am going to unload like a fucking bomb. I will nuclear my speech. I will make sure that'll be the first time this channel ends up everywhere, and I don't give a fuck if I get kicked from YouTube or anywhere else. I am going to say everything I hated about this country. And that list gets larger every day.
Okay. I think I'm developing a plan on how to get you over to my place. I get a fishing pole, but not just any fishing pole, one with like infinite fishing line. And then I tie the lure as like a bottle of maple syrup, and I somehow like fling it as far as I can all the way to where you are, and slowly lead you back here.
I love this country, but I can't. I refuse to leave it because there's a lot of good in this country, and there's a lot of great things here, and I love this country.
And poutine, love poutine. Well,
there's
actually, I never had poutine. I always wanted to have poutine.
You know what? I got a lot of people that look out for me, and vice versa. If you saw our Easter dinner, if you saw the Easter dinner short I just did, it was amazing. It was like, we go out of each other, we help each other out. I do not want to leave that. But if I am in danger, I'm going fucking all in. I will go nuclear. I swear to God, it'll be the most vocal I've ever gotten. I usually don't get that political. That'll be the one time I like unload.
Vulgar, right?
Yeah.
Not vocal, because you're vocal right now.
No. This isn't vocal. This is concerning.
Doesn't vocal imply speech? We're currently speaking.
No, the point of order. This is concerned discretion.
Yes, we speak with whatever that word was. I don't know what that word means. Discretion, I think you said. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, same here. So we have Bob the Marauder. So Bob, you have something for us, and just giving you guys a heads up for the book channel. I'm going to actually make a channel public for our book clubs, and we're looking at. I might actually ask you to look up another one. Is look up A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. We are actually going through that, and Bob is going to either love this book or he's going to absolutely fucking hate it. It's going to be one of those.
It's usually one of those two things. Either I adore the bloody thing or I despise it. There is very rare in between.
Yep.
I also do have, I may hate the series in the past, series that you've shown me. I may dislike them and say, hey, it's just not my thing, but I know what they were going for. I see what the plan was, but it just was not my thing.
Douglas Adams' writing is either you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. He's a great writer though. He's one of the most expressive writers out there.
I'll be real with you. The narration for A Boy and His Dog was too damn good.
Oh, dude.
I feel like I'm sitting in a speakeasy and this guy's right in front of me just talking shit. I love it. Oh,
dude. Harlan as dude, I am so sad we lost him. We lost him in a car accident. And I would have loved it. I would have prayed to God he never lived to see this, because this would have drove him insane. Like, what's happening now? The level of books that would be coming out right now would be equally amazing, but the most depressing books. Like, these would be those books like Yellow Sign books. Like, people would read these and either go insane and do something horrible to each other. His like you think his writing would be rough now? Could you imagine how bad it would have got with the other?
Oh yeah, the King in Yellow. Some stuff that make people absolutely lose it.
Yeah.
Hey man, people lose it when life gets too real. Just how it is.
Yeah. And Harlan is very real. And that's what makes his books very good and they're compelling. And when he's reading them from the audiobooks, he's one of the best of all time.
Oh yeah, like I said, I felt like I was in the east side of Chicago speakeasy. Oh yeah, keep talking to me, man. I'm loving this.
He's a great guy for that. So today we are going to, Bob, you have a little thing to talk about. America's first underwater car.
That was not the plan.
Yes, that was. But what did you research then?
Spanish aristocracy and their inbreeding.
Oh, the Spanish aristocrat. Yeah. You got an image for me?
I don't have an image for you, no, because a lot of this was just reading text and documents.
Okay, explain.
And then congealing them down into something that we could have a quick bit over.
I need you to explain the Spanish Inquisition, the Spanish royal bloodline, and how inbred it was.
All right. Well, I have this little gist that I managed to slap together.
Okay.
Spanish Habsburg dynasty, which reigned from 1516 to the 1700s, had they were famous for inbreeding to maintain power, resulting in a rather round family tree.
Yes, it
Over
was.
80% of their marriages were between close relatives, with Charles II having an inbreeding coefficient equivalent to a brother-sister union.
Again, this is
hear that? I know that there were flamenco guitar, but I'm starting to hear the banjo. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Oh man. And yes, this led to many physical and mental disabilities.
Yeah. Well,
they were most famous for the Habsburg jaw.
Yep, the Habsburg jaw, the famous jaw. The jawline that can't be given away. Or well, it was given away technically to anyone else that bred with them. They were pretty inbred. You have you want to explain more about the Habsburg jar? Because that's a fascinating little side topic too.
Moment.
While Bob's doing that, I'm looking to see what happened to my clean. Damn it! I guess I'm doing soda the hard way. I got a bunch of soda in here, and I was like, I was gonna have a can of Coke. I was gonna mix a can of Coke and a can of Pepsi today. I guess I can.
Oh, I remember now. The Habsburg jaw.
Yep.
Yeah. I quickly looked into the images of it, and I was like, I feel like I know this, but when I saw the images, I was like, oh, that's just what people do nowadays.
Yeah, it's that
when they're trying to do the Giga Chad chin or like they're mewing or some shit. And I was like, wait a second.
That's why.
Because when I saw that point in the images, I was like, no, wait. That's what they're doing now. They're trying to mew.
Yeah, no, it's funny. What women are considering as this is why I've been saying our society's gotten weird. Like, if you want, like...
Chief, can I be so bold as to say this real quick? Because you got me on something.
Go ahead.
Because you said women were looking forward to this, and it's like, this is what they claim that they want. Would you argue that sometimes it's better in a date to,
Yeah.
you know how you show new people old anime? You think it's better to do that in a date and maybe they discover something that they never knew they would enjoy?
No, what I've been noticing over the years is that like women want this body that is like when I like I've made the joke when it comes to certain things when it comes to the male female dichotomy. We have a generation of people that are looking for like almost people that would have been considered were considered inbred 50 years ago. Yet I have women telling me, "Oh, I find that attractive." And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, wait, back that shit up." I mean, the hair, the eyes that are a little too extended to a point, everything that would incorporate inbred. We have a generation of people saying they like that and they find that attractive. It is equally weird.
So you
and
like
odd.
an underbite like a bulldog? Because that's roughly what this is. It's like a bulldog underbite.
Dude, I have had girls that I don't know why, or I've had the super chat look, man. It's so weird. It's so weird the way people look at bodies
Here,
now.
I will read off what the genetic condition is.
Yeah. Well, so send me an image. Send the image and I'll put it on.
Okay. This is a good one because this one gets it across the best. And it also shows off what I'm talking about, where people are like mewing and trying to do the what do they call it, bone hammer or whatever the hell?
Yeah, Bonehammer. Yep.
All right, let me kick up the Discord. I'll send this in general or to Gabi directly.
General.
Gotcha. Come on, phone. Work a little faster.
I will download it and put it on the channel so people can see.
Okay. Yeah, good. Another reason why I'm trying to save up for a PC, at least Discord and all that would be faster.
Well, yes and no.
But you go. Look at that side profile.
Yeah, that hapster, that jaw, baby. The
So,
jaw.
ladies and gentlemen, when you look at this, tell me you haven't seen something close to this. Usually on TikTok, thirst traps or people trying to improve themselves with like, what is it, the bone hammer shit?
Yeah,
I swear I've seen these motherfuckers before.
which doesn't work, but like we literally have a generation of people that want this facial look.
I mean, I would make a character like this in a Dark Souls game just to be goofy as fuck.
And I'm telling you, man, there are ladies out there that are like, woo!
Like, there are times where I gave my guy like a stupid big chin and like a Corvax nose, you know, and then like a brow line like a Neanderthal because I thought it was funny.
I don't know, man. It's just the way it is. That's the hapster jaw, boys and girls.
Yes.
No,
so the hapster jaw, severe facial deformity, clinically known as mandibular prognathism.
Mm-hmm.
Characterized by a protruding lower jaw and a receding upper jaw. There's that bulldog underbite I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
This distinctive feature was famously prevalent in the House of Habsburg, a powerful Spanish royal dynasty, and was primarily the result of centuries of inbreeding to maintain power within the family. The condition often led to significant health complications, including difficulties with speech and eating, and ultimately contributed to the end of the Habsburg line with the death of Charles II of Spain.
Yep. That's what I'm telling you guys. People don't understand the level of inbreeding.
I'll be honest with you. I consider that an act of God.
Yep.
He's like, all right, you had enough.
Oh, that's nothing. There's a race of, again, you want to talk about inbreeding, man. There was so much inbreeding in I can't remember the name of the family now. They were fucking purple or blue. They turned blue.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. There are a bunch of people that live somewhere in America. It was like some backwater family that nobody talked about.
Yeah, they're in your
and they're walking around like fucking Papa Smurf over there.
Yeah,
and there is another case of a guy who's separate, who has blue skin. That one is because of alternative health. They suggested him to inject silver into his fucking veins, of all things.
Yeah, and then I turned a person purple once, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. I know about that family you're talking about.
yeah, we'll have to do it. We'll have to do a thing on them. We might have to do a little thing on them one of these days. Oh boy, were they fucking yeah. No, yikes. I think one of them didn't one of them turn out to be a serial killer, or am I thinking of another
No.
family?
No. You're thinking of Hills Have Eyes at that point.
No. I'm thinking of the Irish. It was either Irish or Scottish. There was a group of people. They were green skinned and they were murderers. I cannot remember the name of.
Orcs? There was actual orcs?
This wasn't orcs. This was an in group. I can't remember the name for the life. Like I will be fighting in my back of my brain.
Like, you said green-skinned people that murder. I'm like, orcs? Sounds like not us
Yeah.
because we're not green. We're not some stinky hill orcs or gray orcs. But that's besides the point.
The grayish brown. A pure green color was never really seen in orc blood color or line. That's more of a goblin thing. Anyway, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, speak
but
for yourself. I'm like ash gray over here. But that's because I don't get a lot of sun.
Yeah, I know. So we are going to be looking at a new video. We got a video from Midwest Safety to look at today.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, this one's a good one. Bob's going to like this one.
Or I'm going to absolutely lose my mind and my neighbors are going to complain again.
Did they complain last time?
No, they didn't. I'm just doing a bit.
All right, boys, we're going to be getting live right now. Midwest Safety. By the way, support Midwest Safety channel. This gets funny. This is wild, boys. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. We're not going to be doing. We'll be doing the whole video, but this gets wild.
Pink shirt.
Yeah, pink shirt. This is wild.
All about a Karen assaulting a man, but what they don't know is that this seemingly
I like how Karen has now become the name of any belligerent woman.
Officers could hardly believe it.
Have you go sit right on the end right here while I go talk to them. Just don't want you to get hit because people can't see.
Oh my goodness,
Sit at the
woman.
end of the driveway.
That is what we like to call a crackco. I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, ugh.
Speaking about inbred.
I'm gonna go check on
Okay.
Is he friendly? You need medical attention?
It's okay, Chief. You can say that. She's a dirtbag.
Dude, gotta watch it. But no, like, look at this family, man. I don't know who they. This chick,
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
yeah, she angrily picked up a stick. Like, yep.
I'm gonna be right back, okay?
Dude, I have been out there. Yes, she does. DJ, join us if you can.
No, I'm gonna go
Look at Officer, 10 points. Oh no, she loses a lot of points in real quick. Yeah, no, she is attractive. I don't deny that. Officer is hot.
Fortunately, you're gonna be under
Sometimes I
arrest
wonder if that's
for
a crime if the
assaulting him.
female officer is attractive. I'm being coerced.
But once I start getting a little irritated back, ooh,
Okay, you just can't touch him though. I need to stand up.
More
I
like
need to come
Midwest
back.
Danger. Yeah, I do agree, Mr. DJ. Welcome for everyone who showed up. We are watching Midwest Safety temporarily for the next little bit, and then we're going to get to the games today. And I got a review of High on Life I have tonight.
Okay,
you
wait,
get away with
She is gone, though. Like,
they're gonna toss it at the jail, so
what am I supposed to do? Is shove it on my ass?
I want to ask, where's this officer's partner?
Get thrown away and I get
yeah, well, this is probably some boonies place. That's the problem.
unfortunately,
unfortunately.
unless you want to, if you can leave it with them.
No, they
You'll see-
Wow,
you'll
that
see- you'll
that
see- you'll
Put your
voice,
hands behind your back.
Yeah.
that voice. Oh, it's like gravel. Oh.
get in the car.
No, that is somebody who's probably been in jail multiple times for drug crimes.
Not leaving my stuff.
You know.
Bag on the
You're
ground.
not leaving my stuff.
I didn't
you
say
can't make me leave my stuff.
I'm not gonna make you leave it. You're taking.
Oh my God. Ma'am, where's your partner? Officer, where's your partner?
No, you know what happens? This bitch would start getting belligerent, and I taser her.
You ain't making me leave my stuff.
I taser her right there.
Oh my
On
God.
the ground.
Bang, bang. I make them twitch.
Put your bag
N-
on the
ugh.
ground.
This is why you don't give me like I can't have a badge. I would go off.
That- Oh man, that voice. Rough as sandpaper. Whew.
I had a girlfriend voice that was that gravelly.
Put it in.
What the hell
Wait.
you do to her?
Put it on the ground.
Thank you for the compliment, Bob, I guess.
I'd probably go back down to Apple.
Yeah. Same voice as a unicorn in He-Man. So this is a field law officer and a training officer. So apparently the girl that they're dealing with is also technically a rookie. So you're dealing with a rookie and another rookie.
Oh dear.
Give me your other arm.
Yep.
I'll be honest, we need ourselves a Judge Dredd kind of situation.
No, you know what? I would have tased her. I would have pepper sprayed her and I would have tased her. And she got back up, I would have kept tasering her. Oh, there's the officer. There's the officer they were talking about right there. That's the rookie officer. So you have a sergeant in training and a rookie officer. There's the cute officers. I'm gonna sue the pants. I'm gonna sue the pants. Dude, she bit her.
Yeah, I do it.
Ah, I don't want to know what's on there. Beef.
Yeah, she bit her. Yeah, she's hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Stand up. Yes, you can.
You assaulted her.
God.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
you first.
Oh,
Like I
dude,
said-
those teeth marks. Oh.
Gentle with her, man. I would have fucking put a roll cage.
What's your name?
Now here's where it gets stupid. They didn't put her in a roll cage. You don't put someone like this not in a roll cage. She's gonna try to bite. She's spitting at her.
Wait, why are you putting her up front right there? What?
She slipped out
No.
the cuffs. Yep. Again, they're not used to dealing with that. Like I said, this is a low end thing for that roll cage.
Put some hand sanitizer.
Yeah, she's cute. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with Shadow.
Whoops.
Ew. No.
Spit on you,
Oh my
kick
God.
things, and-
I understand there's like the camera in the vehicle, but
I'm gonna take this back to them real quick.
Oh, it gets better, Bob. It gets better. It gets better.
Continuing, might need a
She
cage
starts
for
looking.
transport.
You don't let a fiend like this out, man. You got a ghoul on your hands, boys. Gotta watch
no.
it. Yeah. Yo, she found the keys to the car. You got a fiend. She's getting full ghoul on your hands, boys. That's a ghoul.
Oh my God. Oh my God. The lack of action's driving me fucking nuts.
It's a ghoul. Like they're calling for a thing. They're calling for a cage now.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't even put her in the vehicle.
Nope. If you don't have a cage, you put it on the ground. Just leave her there. There she goes. Now you got a ghoul on your hands.
I'll get
Oh,
a
yeah,
picture
now you got a
when she
fiend.
comes back out here.
You got yourself
No.
that's a ghoul.
No.
Right?
No. You. Ah. Ah. No.
Yeah, she just stole it.
Goddamn GTA server, man.
If you know of
Oh,
anybody,
this officer. It is
And
not
what
her
officer?
day. It is not her day. No.
Oh, here's what's worse. What's worse.
yeah, she just didn't want to
The
go.
rookie officer gets left behind. The rookie officer got left behind.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be left. She got left behind, man.
Get after it. Stay calm. You're good.
6409 and 648. 408 6115 is pursuing a patrol unit.
Like, I mean, there's some ghouls right there, baby.
Goddamn rules.
High level. Yeah. That's a fiend right there. That's a full-out ghoul fiend. That's what you gotta watch out for.
So we might have a T coming up. So get close. You're not pit trained, are you?
Yeah, one of them got left behind. Nope.
Keep going.
So, yeah, one of them hasn't been trained in pit training, the rookie officer.
100 miles an hour.
Brake, scrub, scrub, scrub.
The MST cruiser.
A-firm.
The one that got bit is unfortunately left behind.
Yeah, I'd want some medical attention for the potential gangrene.
Yeah. Also, I don't even like what they're wearing. They should be wearing full jackets. Like, they should be geared up. Like, I'm actually of the belief that these fuckers should be wearing chainmail. I know that sounds silly to say, but
Oh
dude,
no, German police do it. German
Yeah,
SWAT
like-
also do it.
like, you should be wearing legit chainmail when you're on the job. I don't care. I know it sounds stupid to say. I know it won't stop anything. A bulletproof vest is still a bulletproof vest, but chainmail should be worn on cops at all times.
Yeah, the main reason they do it in Germany is because there has been less gun crime, but a lot more knife crime.
Yeah,
Coming up.
yeah.
So you got
well,
like
yeah,
this mix of medieval with modern tactical, and honestly, it kind of goes hard. I ain't gonna lie, it looks good.
I've been saying it. American officers have had it. Like, American officers have been woefully underdefended when it comes to this. I'm not against. Like I said, I'll say it. A corrupt officer deserves what you get. You go to jail. Guy, yeah. You are a pillar of you're a pillar of the local area. And the second you go and do stupid shit and become a corrupt cop, bye. But I think chainmail should be worn, because guards back in the day, it didn't matter who you were. You had a pair of padding and you had chainmail. Most guards in a city watch had chainmail. It wasn't until modern day that they weren't wearing chainmail or padded leather or padded.
Yeah.
128th Street.
Yeah. Yeah, I
There's
believe
an
so.
issue with modern stab vests. Some of them don't protect as well as they claim.
No, they don't.
You know, one guy got into shit over, testing different knife types against modern stab vests. But the
Yeah.
whole point of him doing the video was to show it's like, hey, this equipment is not adequate.
Slow up. Just in case
No.
you turn left here.
Like, dude, I see guards walking around in my town now. They have stab vests when they're doing security.
North.
And I think about that all the time. I said to the guy, you know, how easy it would for me to grab that vest, pull it away from you, and stab it while you're trying to fight me. I could get into all those gaps. If you were wearing chainmail over that
The
vest,
fiend lowered the windows.
Yep. Yep, the fiend
Car
opened the window.
City.
Well, you know what? I gotta say this right now. For a rookie cop day, could you imagine being a rookie cop and this is your first high-speed pursuit? This is your first high-speed pursuit, man. That's one fucking hell of a fucking first trip. Like,
Left is right turn, left it is. My question is, what are you planning to do, lady? Where is her stopper? Is she just going to drive till the tank's empty?
There, we should be able to see her.
that's about right. Dude, this is a crazy person. Yeah, this is a ghoul, man. This is a fiend. Like, it stops being. See, there's a difference between being a fiend and a ghoul. A fiend is just a drug addict that just don't stop. No matter what you do, they're gone. A ghoul, that's when you're into next level. That's when you got someone that's so fucking whack. They're gonna go right off the fucking wall. A fiend can also be determining on what type of. It can also be like a person with mental illnesses.
Yeah, legit. Like, she turned left and then decided not to go down that road. I will say that is to the benefit of the officers that did buy them some time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's gone. Like, again, at this point,
Back into the
if someone got hurt because of her, I'm going to be honest. As a person, if this was a medieval setting,
Breaking wheel.
oh no, dead. She would have made it to the breaking wheel. I would have walked up and shot her. That would have been my response. This is why I'll never be a cop. Do never, ever give me a cop fucking thing. Because if she had crashed into a family, and any of those people are dead, I would have just instinctively walked over and went bang. Wouldn't have fucking mattered. And I know I would have. That's why you don't do that.
No,
Never-
Chief, you
no,
ended a little too quickly, if you ask me. Taking
You know
out
what
an
she's
entire family, that needs to be slow. You need to be reminded of what you did.
No. That serves more of a better purpose. But this is even more dangerous. She's going down a hiking trail now.
Oh, fuck.
That's down a hiking trail.
Lady. Oh, my goodness. You know, for being blacked out on where the fuck she's on, she's driving pretty well. I'm surprised she hasn't smacked a tree yet.
No, she's not even. I don't think she's just nuts. She's off her rocker, man. That's a fucking. That's what I said.
Hidden metal gate. Now get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you wear your seatbelt. And there she goes. There she goes.
She got lucky. She got so lucky. And look, dude, she still jumped out of the fucking thing to run.
Yeah.
Like that is wild. Like, dude, I don't know. I've been in a car accident before where I hit
Go.
Yeah. I would have let the dog bite her. Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah. There's a dog here. I would have.
Voice of command needs to be a little louder, a little meaner.
Yeah. And she's fighting them. She's fighting them.
Oh, now she's crying. Oh no, she's crying. Oh no.
No. I would have beat. She would have got beaten. Like I said, don't give me this job.
Flogging.
Yeah. Don't give me this job. And she's still fighting him.
Oh, I know. I don't have the patience for this job either.
No, I
But-
couldn't do this job. Cops that did not, dude. The fact that she did not get beaten up by the police, now she's fighting them on the ground. I would have just wailed. I would have tased her. I would have given her a reason. I would have wailed on that woman. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but this is why I give patience.
Dude, what am I, the perfect puns right here. Right here, as they're walking up this incline, it's like, what hell of a trip, right? And you just throw her off the edge.
Yeah. I know, like I said, don't give us this job. Like I said, they have a dog over there. I would let her go for a couple seconds and let the dog have a couple nips. Yeah. Don't ever give us this job. The fact that these guys had enough patience not to lose their shit.
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I could never do this job. And I understand I could never do this
never
job.
do this job.
I am not professional enough.
Yeah. This would not be professional. I feel so bad for the girl who has to
That's what I was saying. It's like she got bit. She doesn't know what the hell was on those teeth. She got her car stolen. It's like, oh, baby girl, come here. You had a bad day. Let me buy you something.
And it's total, by the way. They
The
completely
suspect,
destroyed the car.
Mori, was taken into custody
You know
after
what's
traveling
scary?
through private
You know what's
property
scary about this
approximately
woman?
a quarter mile. During the pursuit, Mori crashed
She
into
only
an old
what
concrete
her
bridge,
sentencing is
traveling about
floors
21
me.
miles per hour just before impact
What
with
her
the
sentencing-
Ooh,
and
dead
breaking
damage.
point.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the
vehicle
damage of the
sustained damage to
SUV.
the front driver's
Yeah.
side fender, push bumper, and hood, and was subsequently towed from the
Okay,
scene.
at least she got
Officer
treatment
was
at a
able to
hospital.
receive treatment at Trinity
Yeah.
Hospital. Mori was charged with assaulting a police
Look at
officer,
the charges.
1 to 3.
a police officer and malicious
Oh,
destruction of
probation?
police property. Mori
Yeah,
was
I
sentenced
know.
to 3 years of probation.
I
with
know.
fees totaling approximately $1,234.
I know.
Several
Just
times
no,
throughout the chase, the
no,
training officer
no,
instructs
no.
the driver to scrub. in
No,
emergency-
no,
To the pit
no.
of Tartarus with you, fiend.
No, 20, that's okay. You know what? America's got to start sentencing on the crimes you commit that could have hurt other people.
Yes.
That was reckless
yeah.
engagement.
I'm about to say, reckless endangerment, we need to look at the potentials on top
Yeah.
of the active effects that are going on here. Because we can't just look at, oh, this happened. What are the potentials that could have happened, all right?
Yeah, the lives that you could have hurt with that. That was endangerment. That was reckless driving. That was endangerment. This person should have got such a sentencing. And then she should have got a sentencing for the fucking car afterwards. Like she
Oh,
could
yeah.
be in jail
Throw
until
more
she,
than just a book at her. Everything.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even care if you gotta throw the neighbor's cat at her just to scratch
Oh,
up her face.
So like I said, I can't stand these sentencing. Like 3 years probation?
Yeah, 1 to 3 years. See, that's the thing. 1 to 3 years. That means she
Yeah.
could just have 1 year.
Yeah, no. We're talking you make her pay for the vehicle. You go down on her,
And
man.
also, assault on an officer?
Yeah,
That is jail time, man. That's violence
5
against a
years.
peace officer.
That's 5. No, I'm telling you, man. Sentencing. I'm telling you, the sentencing in America has gotten so lax.
I
Well,
honestly want to know what state was that in,
I
so I
don't
could
know,
so I could steer clear of it, because I know nothing's going to get done if that's the case.
dude. Sentencing is not like sentencing shouldn't be like that, boys. I'm of the avid agreement that you shouldn't do that for sentencing. Anyway, boys, we got ourselves. Well, we're going to talk about High on Life next. And
Okay, yeah. What's your review on Morty the gun? Sorry, Kenny.
Kenny the gun. Okay, so honestly, it's an okay shooter with a decent storyline. If you're a fan of Rick and Morty and Hitchhiker's Guide, and I've always said this, Rick and Morty is basically a stupid person's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Hitchhiker's Guide is sort of memorable, fun, enjoyable. Rick and Morty is stupid.
It's not played for jokes. There's some more genuine stuff.
It's a weird. It has an over the top with the sexuality and weird incest. I really don't like the incest in that series, but I think that's the whole point. I think he purposed because there's been a going theory that one of the original creators for Rick and Morty wanted to end the series but was forced to keep the series going. So he decided to just add all this shit trying to get the series.
Wait, does that mean in one of the alternate realities they're going to have the Habsburg jaw?
Well, no, because like there's some creepy stuff. Like, for example, dragon sex. They have this thing where dragons do a weird like merging together of souls and shit, and it's very equivalent to being sexual. And he ends up doing it like Rick ends up doing it with Morty and his sister.
Hmm.
And then there's this very suggestive but not suggestive. It's really fucking weird. Rick and Morty is one of those series. High on Life doesn't seem to do that. High on Life seems to be just kind of like a fun shooter with really stupid kind of like Hitchhiker's Guide jokes. Like that Rick and Morty jokes. Which I'm not against Rick and Morty jokes. I think they're funny. They're okay. I'm not an avid super fan like some people are, but you're not going to see me screaming Szechuan sauce one day as I'm like,
Rick, pick Rick.
Yeah.
I feel awful for the workers that had to deal with that, man.
That was one of the stupidest things, I think. Up there with the toilet paper fiasco of COVID, that was the stupidest thing I think I ever saw in human history. And there's a lot of stupid. We have a lot of stupid. Our society is full of stupid. Look at YouTube. No. Lifetimes of stupid on YouTube. So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I'm sort of the opinion of when it comes to this. So, to me, it's okay. It's not great. It's not awful. It seems to have a huge setting. And I've been playing the Switch version. Other than the loading time takes forever, once the game's loaded in, you're pretty much fucking able to play for a long period. Like, there's a lot in there.
Is that because of the game, or just the Switch's processing those load times?
I think the Switch's processing is the issue.
Okay. Yeah, because when I had Skyrim, when I used to have a Switch, it would take much longer than console.
It would. I think Skyrim does do that. But hey, I don't mind. Like Skyrim, I also been playing Skyrim on Switch too, and both play pretty fine. I direct downloaded them so that cuts the loading time by a significant amount. I'm having fun.
it is surprising that it's like you could fit this on this system now. At the time, I was like, "Wow, Skyrim's on Switch."
Well,
Either
well,
this thing's really powerful, or they finally decided to condense the files properly.
that's the proper condensing. That's what I've been noticing. Like Rick and Morty, if I remember correctly, High on Life is like. Actually, do me a solid. Look up what High on Life is on your PS5 right now.
You mean like how much memory it takes, or?
Yeah. Because I have the definitive edition. I want to know what yours is because I know mine.
All right, let's see.
Other than the graphical downgrade, which isn't that much, it's not that bad. And I'm just using a Switch. I'm not using a Switch OLED.
They also came out with a sequel as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we just want the one game. Because I remember when it first
67.73 gigs minimum.
9 gigs on the Switch.
Okay, so yeah, they do condense everything down for Switch. Wow.
Yeah, they are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Once again, this is why I kind of want to make it a law, or like some sort of entity that can police such things, because I consider it abusing the customer's hard drive space. On top of that, you could also rope it into the fact that how everybody has like the highest end computer gear, but they can't run AAA games because they are fucking garbage.
Yeah, they're 100 gigs or something. No,
it's like because they don't properly program them, so people who have really good shit can't run them.
Nope.
And it's like that should be roped in also with hard drive space. Like any company that makes a game should do the damnedest that they can to condense it down to not effectively abuse the customer's technology.
Speaking about abusing the customers, we're going to get to a new game.
Like abusing the customer? What? Wait.
Find out. Hold on a sec there, guys.
What?
We are going to get the game up in a second here. We're going to get action games. We are actually moving on to our game for today. Legacy of Kain Ascendance. And Bob has to watch this one because we're going to have to get Bob's input on this one. This is a fresh look. Hopefully it works. Is it working? I always got to constantly check. You never know with these games sometimes.
Oh dear. Okay. Legacy of Kain.
Oh, that's Legend of Zelda. Okay, there it is. Should be booting up now. Well, GOG, fuck off GOG. I really got to get rid of GOG Galaxy. As I love it and I hate it. 1 second here. Okay, Kain should be popping up. Should be popping up in a second here. Should be seeing it. This is going to be interesting because to me, when I played this, okay, come on, you bastard. Register. Okay, so should be popping up. If it's not popping up yet, I'll have to fight it a little bit. Okay, fine. I'll just go to another game and just do this. But okay, come on. Come on. Come on. It knows I'm going to talk. It knows we're going to be live reviewing this, so it's like freaking out. There we go.
Getting, what do you call it, like peer pressure or something?
Yeah.
Right.
There we go. We are finally there. Okay, we got working. So this is Bitbox version of this game. This is Freak Zone Games. All right. Let's do this. Okay. So let's first start with we're gonna drop some music here. Sound options. We are definitely dropping the voice volume by 60, sound effects by 60, music by 60. All right. So we're starting a new game. Are you sure you want to start? Yes. Yeah, sure. Subtitles on. Yes, we have to have those. All right, let's start. So, how does this game start with? A sister's revenge. All right. So, you start as the sister of Raziel,
Where has Mobius's wretched curse cast me now?
Elizabeth.
Am I doomed to drift endlessly
Where has
through the
where
mists of
has
time?
Morbius that wretched curse cast me now? Am I doomed to drift endlessly through the mist of time? Bob, you're gonna love this. Oh yeah, you're gonna love this. You gonna love the girl boss? You liking the girl boss,
woman.
Bob?
Edgy
She's a girl
woman.
She's a girl boss. I have not encountered the Time Guardian spell, but I cannot linger here for long.
Lysatsic.
Kester, where are you? Where are we belong? You got the girl boss moment.
Ugh, the st-
Okay. So here we go. Vampire girl boss. By the way, the fire actually burns you and you suffer damage. So this game, upon playing this a little bit, because I did play this, I was like, weird. Like this game's movement is so lated. And to my knowledge, I haven't. When I was playing this
Must your little
originally,
spy shadow
I
me
had
at
not
every
acquired
turn?
any special abilities and/or moves. I felt totally look, I'm running into fire and the fire's doing me damage. Why is that little bit of fire causing me damage? Like
Yeah, it's like, I can understand maybe the fire pits being in the center, but those torches look like they're off to the side.
yeah, they do damage. For some reason you cannot be in the light at all. Girl boss can't do girl boss stuff.
Fucking hate that character archetype, man.
Perish in darkness, vile creature.
I think I feel I'm playing it right now.
Darkness.
It's like,
Like this is a character.
it's like girl boss as a concept. They're so unpleasant.
Okay,
It's
so
like
here's
you
where
can have a strong female character without making them unpleasant.
So here's where the game gets really fun for the character. This character has never been a part of the Legacy of Kain franchise. They made her special just for this game.
Proceeds to jump off a cliff.
So, and she wants to kill the main characters of the game franchise Legacy of Kain. Also, the AI is perceivably stupid. Remember, skilled vampire hunters. I just took these fuckers to task in a matter of seconds. And they will randomly jump everywhere.
They're coming in.
Paid fucking $30 for this. Oh, I got my special wings. Oh, by the way, she's got more specialer wings than Raziel does. Of course. This is bad. So they are purposely forcing her in the franchise. So Kain, originally Kain found the bodies of the Seraphim, which were basically the killers of Yadrin Aldrin, which is the main guy from the Legacy of Kain. Like that's the heart of that's the heart of the first vampire or the elder vampire, the last of the vampire of like the true vampire born. That's the super myth. This is her girl. This is his girlfriend, apparently.
You've yet to see the
Apparently,
heights I can reach.
Raziel's sister, Elizabeth. This is the beloved. So, and she literally, they wrote her in a way. I don't know what to think of it. Like, oh, hey, I can make that serious. I can do it, but then they're purposely going to put their own fangirl or fan character in here. Look at how stupid the AI was. It just jumped itself to its death. Like, the AI is that dumb. Yeah.
So this is the best Legacy of Kain game? I see why I never played it.
No, it's not the best Legacy of Kain game. This is the worst Legacy of Kain game right now. And that's saying this
it
to
was
a
worse. Okay, I was like, wait.
A pity
Am
you
I
must
supposed to
settle
see
on
this as a
me.
good thing, or?
Oh, no. To me as a franchise, I look at it like this. I understand why a lot of a lot of people who are Legacy of Kain fans that decided to stream this game, streamed it once, went, oh, this is what they're doing. Okay, I'm out. And never fucking streamed it again.
I think it was Archangel.
What?
I thought it was Archangel.
Hello? No, this isn't Dark
Oh,
Angel.
wait.
This isn't Dark Angel. We don't have a hot honey on there that everyone wanted to bang in the 90s. I didn't say that out loud. Shut up. I was a teenager back then. I'm allowed to make those jokes.
Because you're a dwarf?
No, because I'm a child of the 90s. If anyone knows the Dark Angel franchise I'm talking about, they had a very gorgeous girl that was the lead of Dark Angel. And yes. Although the bullshit they did with the character was stupid. Like, look at how this fucker spams. He's not functionally thinking when he's spamming. Like, it's clear someone did play a video game, but I have a stinking suspicion someone played a video game while watching their boyfriend or girlfriend play the video game. That's my theory.
My wife's son. My wife's.
Someone played it. Someone actually had the effort. As for the gameplay, I'm not gonna lie, it's not great. It's not great. But as a game that might, has some exploration in platforming, it's mediocre platforming. That's my problem with it. Excuse me. Sorry. Thank you. Welcome, Aris. Welcome to the channel today. Yeah, we didn't know. I didn't know if you were showing up today. I was like, oh, is Aris going to make it today? Because I know it's Easter. Yeah. But hey, thank you for joining us.
I hardly celebrate the holidays anymore, even Christmas. I think Halloween something.
Oh yeah. We celebrate the holiday. I celebrate Easter. I had Easter at a friend's house. We went down to the lounge. It's a nice meal. But I got home and the first thing we had to do was do this. And I'm not, again, I do like that they did this, the whole prisoner thing.
No, please, not like this.
And so you walk away, then they scream, and you drink their blood. Like, that is a classic Legacy of Kain thing, where the vampire kills people. But like, there's no special ability. Like, dude, look at this. Look at this. This actual cave. Look at this. They actually have a cave roof on here, of all fucking things. Like, how the fuck does this have a roof with what's outside? You're outside. You can see that there are buildings outside. How the fuck does this have a roof? This is such a video game, like. Yeah, it's just kind of funny. And look, those guys just fucking jump to their death.
Just like
Yeah, but I'm jumping to my death because I'm trying to find shit. They're jumping to their death because they're,
more than deer, apparently.
Yeah.
Don't leave me here.
All right, there's our second symbol. I don't need the help. I'm not gonna bother. Fuck off. There. Yeah, they'll scream like you. Like I said, there is some elements of a good game in here, but I mean, there is some serious. Like when I heard someone say this game is nothing but Legacy of Woke, I can see why. This is a girl character that had nothing to do with the franchise, that is now a part of the franchise. I wonder why people are like offended by this character now. Like, nothing to do, like there was so much more to the other characters. Like, and that's the thing. This is a character that fucks with Legacy of Kain in a big way because, like, literally she is a part of the... They're trying to make her part of the narrative. This girl boss. As someone once told it. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we had what was the name there? Blasphemous by this point. When you got a game like Blasphemous and you put out a platformer like this, I mean, Jesus fuck, you know. Like, this isn't an indie studio either. This is supposed to be this is a studio that had some money behind it.
Penitent one in sleeplessness.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck, you know.
That voice acting went hard. It's honestly, the voice acting is better in Spanish. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, it is. It is actually. That's the funny thing. I'm not lying you are totally right when you say that. I totally agree.
There's a reason why I played Crisol in Spanish. I always do that in the game. If you give me the option to listen to the local dialect, it makes for better immersion. Play Ghost of Tsushima, I played it in Japanese with English subtitles. Same thing with Crisol. It's Spanish, but with English subtitles.
Yeah. Understandable, right? Like,
Please, help me.
Because if you're gonna put me in some other area or time period, I want to be as immersed as possible. I don't want to hear modern slang in a medieval setting. All right. Forspoken. Yeah. Sorry, I had some.
oh, she's screaming, "Please kill me!" And then she's like, "No, you wanted to die. What the fuck? Don't ask to die if you don't want to die." Okay, fuck him. Oh wait, I can't. All right, gotcha. See, I don't know. Like I said, this game. Again, I should be reveling at a Legacy of Kain game. I should be like excited for a Legacy of Kain game. This game should be like, "Ooh, we got a Legacy of Kain game! Yeah, fucking right!" And it's like, yeah. I wish I had spent $30 on this thing. Spent $20 on that thing. I feel dirty. Maybe if this was an $8 game. Okay, if this was $8, sold. Okay, it's okay for an $8 game. For the continuation of a franchise that people have been waiting for. No, but you weren't a child of the. I guess you were a child of the '90s, weren't you? All right, Ars. All right, Ars. Have fun with your Terminator Resistance girl, T1000. Say the line. Come with you if you want to live.
I don't want.
Oh, that was funny, man. They turned a Terminator into a fucking little girl, into a teenage girl. I guess if you wanted a seduction model.
I've no taste for weakness.
That would be the way to terminate somebody. All right, just create an e-girl Terminator.
Yeah.
John Connor would be done.
Yeah. Well, well, he never actually does anything with that Terminator, but yeah, you're right.
Either that or have the T-1000 disguise itself perfectly as Sarah Connor.
Yeah. So this is the first fight with so this is the first fight with Raziel, and this is a interesting fight. And I'm bored already. There, now he's off his horse finally.
Show your.
Now you fight Raziel off the thing. Now you're full woman. Elizabeth.
Woman.
Yeah, you live.
Blood of Janos Audron, dear brother. You shall pay for Matthias.
So this is such a weird.
This is for my beloved. This is
See,
for Matthias.
see, they're going for her beloved.
No!
And now she's sent away. And now we get to the next story. So you do play the characters as you go, so you don't get like lots of special abilities.
Now I gotta ask, Legacy of Kain, is this like Kain and his bloodline against humanity and just in a dark world?
No. Okay, to put Legacy of Kain interesting. Legacy of Kain was one of the was the birthborn of the Guardian of Balance. He was a replacement for the balance of this pillars. Each pillar of Nosgoth is secretly a protectional charm against the warp energy and the creatures that live within that reality. So, by one of them dying, because this one woman died and was murdered, she was basically murdered. It caused the pillar of the mind to go insane. He became obsessed with basically undeath and unlife. Because of this, it made him kind of snap a little bit, and when he went insane, his madness, because he was the mind pillar, drove everyone else insane. So you had all these people that weren't supposed to be dead or weren't supposed to die, their pillar went nuts. And because of this, it caused a big problem. Now you have the problem of you have this freaking villain of like everything went wrong. So here comes Kain, the balance, the one who's supposed to restore it. Well, he dies. And that basically fucks the balance even more. It starts cracking. Now, the way the Legacy of Kain franchise works is they turned Kain into a vampire so he could kill off the rest of the other balances. That was his game plan. Meanwhile, one of the pillars, the Pillar of Time, realized, oh, wait a minute, he's gonna kill us. Well, fuck that shit. I'm gonna just throw him through time. I'm gonna send him back in time. That's what he does. So he sends Kain back in time. And now Kain still kills him in the end, but he ends up killing off this other person. Like, it was a big fight in the end. The main character after that franchise, when Kain basically had a choice: save the world or destroy the world. Save the world by killing yourself and restarting the balances. If he stays, the pillars stay corrupt. Kain went, yeah, I'm not going to die. So he sat down and turned the pillars into his throne room, and now he basically sits on the wrecked pillars. He destroyed reality to try to save reality. Meanwhile, what they were hoping was that the pillars would completely fall apart and that the evil essences, the creatures that exist beyond time and space, the ones that were trapped, the reason the pillars were created in the first place, they're actively trying to get out. Meanwhile, Kain's slowly destroying the world. So they're kind of pissed off at Kain because they're like, well, fuck, now we don't have a world you've destroyed what we wanted. So now they're after Kain. So it's this eternal struggle against an arrogant man and him trying to save the world and destroy the world at the same time. Because he realizes going back and forth through time is a way to fix time. But he's trying to figure out a way to do it. So basically, Kain realizes, I don't want to die, but if I die, that basically the entities that exist are going to break free anyway. So it's time shenanigans amplified by 50. Did you get what I'm saying, Bob?
Sorry, what?
That your cursed kind defile it.
Do I need to repeat myself?
Last I heard was something about a time flux went wrong, and you went off. And I don't worry about it. But another
So,
time.
in a nutshell, Kate is trying to save the world, but to save the world, he destroyed the world first.
You could have started with that, yeah.
To break it down, Kane is neither a good guy.
So you could have said that. It's like, to save the world, he kind of has to destroy it. That's just the hand that's been dealt. Gotcha.
Yeah. In the end, he doesn't want. Kane is not going to allow himself to die to save the world. Fuck that shit. Why should I destroy myself to save the world? So he's decided to basically rule it.
Yeah.
It's caused a lot of problems. Let's just put it that way. He's destroyed a lot of, caused a lot of suffering. Because the vampire race is a problem, and they're also the solution to the problem, because they're the counter enemy to the original enemy. The Haradrim, I believe, are the name of the enemies in this setting. It's a stupid franchise. Let's just put it that way. There's a lot of time shenanigans. Let's just put it that way. So, So in one timeline, the Seraph basically became a problem and killed all the vampires. In another timeline, the Seraph weren't the issue, and they saved all the vampires. So there's two functional timelines. The problem is the Haradrim wanted that, because this is how the Haradrim get out. They break time, and they used one of the guardians of the Pillars of Time. I would suggest you play Legacy of Kain, Bloodline. I suggest you play the OG Legacy of Kain.
Walls. Tonight, his blight ends.
Okay.
It is one of the best and worst video games you'll ever play. That's not a joke. I'm being honest when I say it's the best, worst video game.
What's the worst thing that could happen? Terminators pop him all over the world and destroy us all.
Yep. That's the only way to describe it. It's literally the best, worst video game you'll ever play. You can actually, I believe you can play Legacy of Kain on PS5. Look and find out. You actually would, you'd probably be a best way to find out is actually just to look. Yeah, so this is Legacy of Kain. It's kind of mediocre. And again, I don't like that they added Girl Boss. Not a fan of Girl Boss. We're going to end this right here because, yeah, I don't like Girl Boss. I think it's kind of mediocre. And I will most likely be uninstalling. No, I do not want to shut this down. Cancel. Ooh, that would have been problematic. We are going to get to the game of the hour. We're going to get to our other game for the day. All right, let's get to the other game. We are going to get to some Breath of Fire, and we're going to keep talking about other things. We're going to talk about Legacy of Kain some more because Bob seems to be absolutely enraptured with that.
I don't give the faintest of fucks anymore.
Okay.
No, the day is captain.
Yeah, he's captivated by it. Totally captive about it.
Captive is an accurate term to describe my career.
Don't blame me. You made the decision.
No, I blame you. See, what the audience doesn't know is He keeps me in a dungeon. I can't really go anywhere. That's why I also don't get a lot of sunlight.
I don't keep you in a dungeon, Bob.
Lies and slander.
Where am I, dude? I don't need you as a dungeon. I need I got enough mouths to feed down there. You aren't one of them. You're just the pissy serf that we grabbed off the street once the orcs were working in an area.
Serf. Sure. A serf that has an absurd amount of training. I don't think serfs have this level of training.
Dude,
Where do you keep them? In the torture chamber?
Actually, yeah.
Say that again?
That explains Navy training.
I don't even know what he said. What'd he say?
He said, what, the
Where
torture
do you
chamber?
keep them? In the torture chamber then?
In the torture chamber? It's like, yeah, that explains Navy training. That explains boot camp in a nutshell. Bob, you know I'm right.
Are you talking about the, what was the term that we used for it?
The Hell Week or whatever it's called?
No, Hell Week's a different branch. We're not ground pounders.
I can't remember what the naval one is.
What's it? Like, morale chamber, I think we called it?
I don't know. I know it's bad.
Either way, that's gassed.
Yeah.
Lovely place. Makes you wish you were dead.
Yeah, there's a lot of places like
That's the thing about CS gas is everybody thinks, oh yeah, I could take it. It's like, no, you can't. No.
Nope.
And even after you get out of the cloud, oh, you're gonna be sputtering and spewing shit from your face. There's a reason we had to do like the hand under our chin because that was our spit cup. Oh, wow, dude. Ugh.
I know a lot of people who went into the military, and yeah, no, it could be torture.
Also, a way to re-educate yourself, honestly.
It does help you. It actually does. You know what? It actually gives you the one thing a lot of people don't have anymore: the ability of rational thought. If you don't look at if you can't perceive something on more than one spectrum, it can really your society can get fucked up. Now that's not everyone. Not everyone comes out of military with like a good thought. And what did my friends?
Oh no, I know what you mean. Yeah, the local ASVAB waiver. Sometimes you gotta figure out who's the smart ones and who's the average scores.
Yep. Yeah, it happens a lot for like I said, a friend of mine could told me stories.
That's a nickname for military members in general, is ASVAB waivers.
Yep.
It's also a way to call somebody fucking stupid.
Yeah, we had a lot of shitheads, like, yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
it's like the pack seaman. Sometimes you'll have guys who, like, that's the only option they were given, but they're actually kind of sharp. And then you'll have people that you wonder, how are you still breathing? How are you alive right now?
I've run into many people like that, and that's not even.
The only reason they pass is because they're physically fit. That's about it. And we're like, well, to them, but goddamn, goddamn. And I've met some sharp people who are absolute gym rats. I've met some really smart guys who are gym rats.
Yep. What was the name? I think we actually named them off of. I remember Geeks Call. They have a name based off the Geeks. They're actually referred to something from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The actual what was it called? The Zergan or the Kirk? I can't remember the names of the group, but they are legit like just stupid people, and they're just. Well, I just following orders, sir. Yeah, you followed orders right into a snail pit. Congratulations, you're a dumbass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's something I learned is that there's a reason some Army engineers can have low ASVAB scores.
Mm-hmm.
It's because an 80% mortality rate is considered an advancement.
Oh yeah.
I won't lie. I won't lie. If I decided to join Army, I would have been engineer. I have a fascination with explosives. So much so that loss of life does not bother me. As long as what I did didn't hurt any other people but only me, I don't care.
I actually don't, like I said, I've had fun with the boom boom boom, but I don't really play around with those because I had family members kind of show me what happens when you're fucking around with charge plates and shit like that and explosives and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play with that when I watch.
There's a reason they say face toward enemy on Claymore.
Yep. Yeah, I have friends like when I had a relative blow up a beaver dam, and watching a splinter of wood go into a tree that was about the size of a nail and embed itself in the explosion. I quickly realized I don't want to play with explosives anymore.
Oh, Chief, that's just that's high energy carpentry right there.
That is high energy carpentry.
You put a nail in the wood. Because nails can be made out of wood.
Oh man. This thing like...
In fact, I heard about something is there's a specific type of wooden nail that is kind of making the rounds in the world of carpentry that has a better hold than traditional metal nails because the fibers in the wood bond with the material.
Yep, wood nails. Yeah.
Sorry about the side tangent. But yeah, it was just something I thought that was neat. And I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah. If you use special glues, it can almost guarantee a proper bracing.
Oh yeah, supposedly it already has, like, the way these wooden nails are made, it already has some sort of substance inside of it, to where once it's punched through, it bonds like a glue.
Yeah. There's a famous, I was looking at some wood stuff. Like I said, I do occasionally talk to a buddy of mine who does wooding. And some of the stuff he told me about made me chuckle as a person because it's like, it's so easy to do what he wants to do. And I'm like, I really wish I did that because a lot of it's really it's so fast to do. Like, it's stupidly fast. I was talking to him about that. Yeah, no, if you do this, this, and this, you're pretty much all set. It's like, wow, that's really easy. There's also a type of, like, the problem is it all depends on what you're making, and if you're guaranteed you do not want to ever unmake it again. Like, you're gonna, like, the best way to put it is sometimes you have to remove an object, and you're not gonna like when you have to remove that object. I've had that happen on more than one occasion where you're like, now I'm going to cut the whole fucking thing out. We had that with the drywall when we were putting drywall up. We had to...
Was this like a Zack and Cody kind of moment? It's like, I put the line for the door hole. Yeah, but where's the door? Did you have one of those moments where you had to make a hole for the door frame?
Yeah, that was one of those moments where we were doing that. Because, like, when we were setting up the drywall and then the most recent stuff, when we were working in that basement to set up the second apartment, we had to put a nice drywall in. We had to put other stuff in there and make sure that it was properly set. And you had to put electricity to put a thing in there. Well, the problem is where the wall was and where the door was supposed to go. It didn't. It basically meant that you, like, if someone was there, you would walk right into them. So what we ended up having to do was not put the door there, even though we had set everything to put a door there. We had to put a little more drywall. So the way it works now is there's a room in a room to get into this apartment. So you have two rooms now because the way it works, because like where it was like the idea was you're not supposed to, like, you would walk right into the washer and dryer from one area. The problem is if of all the electrical, the drainage and all that shit, it's a bad place to put that door because you're basically all the moisture. So we have a room for a room for a room because of how it was properly. So there's actually an area in this place where there's a little room inside a little room. So you literally got a little stopgap before you get into the next into the apartment area.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. Well, the idea was because he was worried about the guy when we were working on it. He was worried that would start a problem with the apartment, that you'd have moisture getting into the apartment really easy that way. And if there was ever a flood, do you really want a door that you can get, because everything's raised a couple feet to deal with that problem. Because they're using, I can't remember what the razors are called, but they're using a little razor on there to make everything a little higher.
I wanted to ask you a quick question. What was your worst, all right, pack it up, boys, we're moving moment?
Oh, fuck that. That's an interesting question. Pack it up, boys, we're moving, eh?
Yeah, I'll throw mine out.
Okay, go for it.
So,
go for it. I'm right here.
On our ship, we had to take a metric fuck ton of equipment from one location to the other because we're clearing it out for some other attachment. I think it was like civilian contractors or something that were going to use that space.
Yeah.
Because our ship was constantly on maintenance. It always was. This is shit. So, we're moving all this equipment. We finally get it there. It's like, oh, okay, we got it. Come the next day, that job that took us about 4 days to move all that shit, because it was a ton of. They're like, all right, sorry, the contractors don't like that room, so you're going to have to pack it up and move it to this other place on the ship. And all of us just like, fuck.
Okay. So this is a gross one. This is really gross. But there's a house that the guy who was living there was the best way to put it was a living blob. This man never left his place. He his sister would drop food off for him, or he wouldn't go. He wouldn't eat. But
was just like one of those guys on like My 6-Pound Life, like just a sedentary individual.
This guy was about 860 pounds, according to what I heard.
Oh.
This guy was nothing but a whale. Now, here's what gets scary. Here's what gets scary with this, and this is where you get laughing.
Or grossed out, because I think we both did, caretaker work.
So, this guy, unfortunately, had a very fun moment of when he passed away. He died. Now, his sister would drop off food once a month. Now, according to her, he had left money. He had money for food and shit. So basically, he was having food delivered to him because she was fucking off for a month. I'm gonna grab some more soda while we're talking. So
I've been cracking monsters as we've been doing this live stream.
Oh yeah, I'm cracking another soda. Okay, so this poor guy, left alone, he died. He died in his chair. His immuted chair that he had never ever left. The entire time he pretty much sat there and watched TV. Everything was in arm's reach, and he would change buttons and stuff. We think he got up to go do something, and his heart just went. And so, a month that his sister wasn't around. A month of food rotting away. A month of his work not thing. She shows up the next month because she took time. He wasn't calling for help, so she didn't think of anything of it. She'd leave food at his door and walk away because he'd get up and get the food and leave. Sometimes he just wouldn't talk to her. She's trying to do the sisterly thing, but she, it's just who he is. He's just gone.
Yeah.
His body rotted there for 2 months. A pipe had broke. A water pipe had broke. I guess something had finally broke. That was doing that. It was leaking in his basement for 2 months.
Oh no. Oh no.
The power went out.
Keep going.
The power went out, so the freezer went off for 2 months. We finally find out that the body's there. They finally find out, and they start calling people to get stuff, to do stuff. We show up. And we walk in. Now, they had removed the body. From what I was talking to one of the construction guys, they apparently picked up the corpse. They had to actually cut a hole in because he couldn't get out his door anymore. They had to cut a hole to move the corpse out, and his flesh had bonded. The rotting flesh had bonded to the chair so bad they couldn't get him off the couch. So they literally picked his ass up and the couch and moved them. So this guy's
couch
missing
acted like a gurney.
Yeah. They had to literally cart his corpse out. It took them apparently forever to get him out. Like, it was a lot of problems. I don't know. I only know the aftermath of this. Now, here's where it gets worse, boys. So we get called in. Of course, we're doing cleanup. We get here. There's a hole in a wall. It's the middle of winter. It's freezing, and there's garbage piled everywhere. And downstairs, the water had frozen. Because again, a lot of people didn't know that was leaking. So you had frozen water, rotted food everywhere. The guy walks up and goes, "How much is this going to cost you to do the job to fix this?" And he looks at him and goes, "I don't know. Lots." He literally just looks at him and kind of chuckles and says, "Lots," with a serious look.
At that
And
point, you might as well just burn the property to the ground.
Let me finish. Then I ask him. Then he asks him, "Well, what do you think I should do?" "You didn't hear from me? Fire."
Oh shit! Okay, so I was on something good.
He actually said to him, "Fire," and he's like, "What do you like?" He's like, "I can't fix this." He literally just said that. "I cannot fix this. This is that bad. This place is so damaged. The floor is about to come clean." So they actually just had to demo the place. They had to destroy the place to put a new place up. And this was somewhat out of town too. So this is one of those old beat up places. Apparently he had a lot of money too. He apparently had cash and he just basically lived out there in the middle of nowhere. This happened a very long time ago, and I remember that. I will never forget his response. "Fire." He outright said, "Fire. Construction. We can't fix this. It's a loss." He literally just said, "It's a loss. We can't fix this." There's no amount of paint and drywall and ripping stuff apart that you could fucking do to fix this. It was that bad. Hey, check the chat for me there, Bob. Well, I'm doing a quick maintenance here. Did anyone say anything? But no, it was that bad. It was the worst situation I've ever seen a place be. And when I hear my boss say, "Fire."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad day.
Forgive me. Sorry, I was making a sandwich.
Yep.
DJ Ronnie says they couldn't deflate.
The corpse had been there for a month straight. Apparently, no.
My question is, if a larger person gets cremated, do they need multiple pots?
Yes. I can tell you that definitely. I dated a mortician. Yes.
Like I said, man, I want your life to be a fucking anime. I don't even care if it's slice of life.
Yeah. Oh, she's hot. She was hot.
I was about to say, you have so many waifus. Legit, you could have an anime about your early life.
Look. As much as I've had a lot of relationships and a lot of weird relationships, I don't deny it. A lot of these are 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We turn out to be best friends afterwards. A lot of girls I've dated are just friends afterwards. I don't have a good relationship hitting ratio. My up to bat, my hitting ratio is
not as do isekai protagonists, but the women like him because plot.
No. The way it works for me is, I don't have I have a great hit ratio. I have a lot of fouls and no home runs. That's the best way to put it. I think I have
Okay,
7.
that makes sense. Yeah, you can hit the ball, but it always lands where you don't want it to be.
Yeah, that's about it, right? Like
All right.
she hooked up with her high school crush, and that was the end of that relationship.
Oh, dude, I'm even hurt hearing that. Fuck.
Yeah. It's awful, but it's how life is, right? Like, fuck, dude. Not everyone wants to be in a relationship with other people, man. Just how it is. And she didn't want to be in a relationship. She was in a relationship with me because I hung out with her and we chatted. But yes, I asked her a couple questions, and that was one of the questions I asked. Do they need multiple things? Yes. Actually, there's times where if they can't cremate the body, you do not want to know what they do when they have a corpse big enough. I got told. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, you gotta saw them apart like it's butchery.
I'm not gonna get into it, but it's really bad.
No, I'm about to say that's the only way I can conceive it. It's like, well, it ain't gonna fit. We gotta make smaller portions.
Actually, she was a nice one. She was one of the few nice ones I've dated that are still friends. Dated a mechanic. I dated an army girl.
How was that?
I was dating the army girl. Well, she's the mechanic.
Yeah.
She was both.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was good. She's awesome. She's the one that ended up becoming an accountant, and she ended up moving to Japan.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. I can't talk much about that story because she wanted to move to Japan forever. Like that was her like dream in life, and she was super happy about that one.
As I speaking of Japan, I still can't think of what I want my buddy to get me when he gets back from his travels.
I told you, a wife, green card work.
I mean, hey, I told him, it's like, find me a wife. I don't even care if it's a dude dressing up, just find me a wife. Navy boy, through and through.
Yeah.
Wait,
what was that,
Morris?
Well, a little green gremlin do. She's been looking for a boyfriend and won't stop kissing this guy in the elevator.
No, there's some weird stuff. Speaking about weird stuff, did you guys watch the new what was it there? The new the new Papa Meat episode that just came out?
No, I did not.
That shit is a trip and a half. I do suggest watching it if you have a chance. It is a wild trip.
Okay.
It is interesting because he does it about Discord. It's mainly about Discord wives and finding a girlfriend online.
Ah.
And it's him and a dog and his puppet dog. Like this is the first time we actually get to see him in his house. And his Papa Meat. The house they gave him was a Papa Meat. The house is an RV, like an old shitty RV. That's what they gave him. Yeah. And I am actually this was so much fun. Like overall, this was probably one of the best ones. One of my favorite moments was they had a cartoon where Asmongold, like Hassan Piker. Yes, I know. I'm well aware, DJ. That couch being, I was shocked that was a real thing. I have dealt with corpses on 2 separate occasions doing cleanups, and I didn't realize that if a corpse dies on a couch, determining on what type of couch it is, it actually that's the problem. Like that was disgusting. Like I couldn't believe that you actually, like, the corpse will actually meld into the couch. Like how wild is that? that the corpse actually slowly decays into the body, like the body rots like that. Oof.
Weird thing is, I can already picture it. And it's not hard to think about, knowing how cadavers end up.
Yeah, especially in a moisture area. A friend of mine who worked as a cop in Florida, he told me due to the humidity and moisture, when they get those bodies sometimes. Holy fuck, from what he told me. He said it's one of the most disgusting things you'll ever see. Is the bodies can rot like the humidity and shit. So if a body's left out in an area for a long period, it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's bad. I've heard of stories of mushrooms growing on corpses. Which that sounds insane to me. And I really, really don't like, could you imagine that? Mushrooms are like, also a friend of mine asked me the question. I know Bob's thinking it. No, I have not tried mushrooms grown on human corpses, okay?
Huh? I asked you that one time?
No, I know you're probably thinking it, so I figured I'd put it out there.
Why would I be thinking about that?
I know you're one of those people that's like, I wonder what that would taste like corpse mushrooms.
No, corpse mushrooms. Corpse mushrooms are used for planting, not eating, right?
I don't know, man. That's weird. There are people that do that, though. I've heard about that, corpse mushrooms. They'll use deer carcasses.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like once you field strip a deer, the rest of it's kind of just left there in nature, so it's better to turn it into fertilizer.
Yeah, what they'll do is, they'll apparently use it for mushroom growth, and they'll create mushrooms they'll take mushrooms off the corpses and shit, and I'm like, is that real? It's like, that can't be real. Apparently that's real. I was like, I don't want to do research on it to look on, like, Google's already probably got me flagged. I'm talking to Bob. But it's like, I can only amplify that by 50 if I was to look up corpse mushrooms. Alright, so we are traveling. We're going to be having fun going back and forth to towns. Oh wait, I don't have to do this. Fuck, what am I doing? I can actually warp now. I keep forgetting I have the warp spell. So one of these people has warp. Oh, there it is. Okay, so Aurora. That will go to Blink. You'll find bits of bone and stuff. I've also heard of people like using ashes in interesting ways. Corpse ashes for paint and stuff.
Yeah.
Weird.
Thing is, I don't find it weird. It all depends on the context, of course.
That's my problem.
But if somebody's living will was like, I want to be put into a piece of art, and one of your relatives happens to be a painter.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't see things like most people do.
Yes,
Like,
that's what I said.
It's like a corpse is a corpse to me. It's like the only thing of concern is how did it come to be a corpse? Why is it here? What happened? That's the only area for concern for me. Other than that, a cadaver is a cadaver. I mean, the hell is it gonna do? Rot?
Oh, there's a level of sacrilege to that, and if you believe in that stuff.
Oh, you're talking about the corpse paint or the corpse starch?
Yeah. Well, there's also like the body. You using a corpse for stuff like even cremation was a problem back in the day. But that we're getting macabre for an Easter thing. We're gonna change the topic, but no, that was the thing where we're like, okay, boys, pack it up.
Pack it up. Yeah. I would say yours is definitely a lot more intense.
Hmm.
Mine was just really fucking annoying because that was 3 days of labor and then 3 days again. Because we had it set in stone, it was written in paper that they wanted that space, and then they backtracked.
Gotta love the backtrack, eh, Bob?
Oh yeah, I love the backtrack. It's like, well, we thought about it, we talked about it, and it's like, no, that space isn't good. So if you can get your guys to move that equipment again, that'd be great. Who is that office manager? I forget the movie. It's like, yeah, if you do that, that'd be great.
Yeah. You could just, do it yourself. I love that. I love that type of shit.
I guarantee you, whoever told them to move around the stuff was a paper pusher. Not an ounce of labor was done on those fingers.
We know them. We've dealt with them all the time.
Mm-hmm. The same people that you pray that they, I don't know, trip down the stairs just as karma.
Yep. Yeah, you dream and hope that karma happens.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. One time it actually did.
Yes,
Guy got a divorce.
Good.
The guy got a divorce because his wife didn't like him anymore. Moved on to a different man.
It's funny when you get these pricks that just kind of like have this attitude. We're having conversations about, like I said, one of the things for the channel was a conversation. We're going to talk about like every once in a while the political stuff comes up for the channel, and I've had a conversation about we should talk about some of the weird No King stuff and the whole Freerun thing that's going on right now. But I'm like, I think
people are mad at Freerun again.
Yeah. Oh,
at this point, people are just recycling old shit.
Now it's because Freerun is too MAGA.
The elf who's going through life's journey trying to understand the human side. And,
Yes.
Trying to close a book on a memory that keeps bothering her is MAGA? How?
Apparently it's the demons. The demons are a representation of liberalism.
All right, sorry. Don't cross Freerun with the Devil May Cry anime. All right, that was your first mistake. You clowns.
Well, first of all, he kind of got a point. The demons will say anything to get anything done, and they're purposely just nothing but self-destructive rubberheads. And it's like, yeah, okay, I can kind of.
The fact that you tried to relate that to reality says more about the individual that said it.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of get it. I went, yeah, but that's the new thing making the rounds, that Freerun was secretly MAGA the entire time, and that this idea that Freerun is not liberal, it's pure MAGA.
Bruh.
I don't think it's MAGA. I think it's hysterical, personally. But when someone says, "Hey, I've noticed this," and you're thinking to yourself,
you noticed, or you had a delusion about it? That should be your innate response. Is like, was this something you noticed, or do I need to, I don't know, call 911 real quick?
No, I look at it like this.
You know?
I look at it like this with creation. Has the creator said something? If the creator hasn't said anything, guess what? I don't agree. That's how it works. If the creator says something, yes, 100%, then you can come to that conclusion. Until then, I don't see value in saying that this is actually real. That's the way I'm looking at it. Did the creator say this? Okay, then that is what it is. Did the creator say that? Okay, that's what it is. Otherwise, no. Like, a good example of this is what recently happened. We'll stay on the Freerun, but we will talk. Actually, let's talk about it now. The other thing that came out that's kind of been interesting is the conversation about the whole Metal Jack thing with Invincible. Apparently, it was a male character in the comics, and it's a female character in the other stuff. Now,
yeah, there was a male character in the comics.
It is, yes, I know. Well aware.
I'm confirming it.
Now, for me, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Now, here's the question. Did the creator agree to this? If that's a yes, okay, sure.
If he wanted to make a spacesuit waifu, I am not stopping him.
Yeah. I'm a little annoyed that the person's super young looking. Like, it looks a little younger than the actual main Metal Jack character, which adds its own problem.
She does have the quirky MCU Gen 5 humor in a way, from what I've seen.
Yeah. And
It's like, is this the Invincible Universe version of like Penny Parker, but with like really bad comedy?
Yeah. So I'm not against it. I'm actually not against it. I'm not for it, but I'm not against it. And again, are we going to get a continuation of the weird robot thing that exists in the franchise, where Robot and Monster Girl get stuck in an alternate reality? Are we going to get all that drama? Because that is its own beast.
Yeah.
I don't know if Monster Girl transformed into her monster self and banged a creature, and I'm like that, and created a child. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'll be real with you. If you want a game over scenario, you know how like Batman has all the preparations for each scenario. Like if Superman went crooked, he has all the kryptonite stored. I'm just waiting. Will there ever be a plotline where Cecil gets his hands on the Scourge virus?
I don't know.
And that is like, you know, end of days is like, yeah, we may lose Invincible and he's a solid guy, but yeah, no, we can't take this chance.
Yep.
And if the Scourge virus only affects Viltrumites, shit, I wouldn't mind being like a carrier of it. That way, just in case they kill me, well, you just released a gas bag.
I'm not a fan of like I said. I'm not the Viltrumite thing is kind of an amusing little arc in its own right.
The super atoms.
Yeah. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of Invincible. I can understand why Invincible's popular right now. What animated cartoon exists right now in the franchise that gives us something that actually screams, okay.
Now, to second that, what superhero animation is out there that isn't anime that people can go to?
Yeah.
Because right now, even though My Hero Academia ended, they have the Vigilantes series.
Vigilantes, you got Hero X, you got a couple still. Like I said, I think there's the brand new Samurai Warriors that just came out, which I've been
like I said, it's like a Western superhero show that's good, or above average.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing right now, and I agree with you.
You can watch reruns of Teen Titans, maybe.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We haven't had a good cartoon that's just like, yep, okay, here we go, great cartoon. And that's the problem. I'm in agreement. Man.
I also think Invincible has people, hook, line, and sinker, because it also has a lot of drama in it. Like a lot of drama in it.
Yeah, I lost my feeling towards the series right around when they changed What's Her Face into that Karen, because I am not a fan of What's Her Face. Like when they changed Invincible's girlfriend to that bitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Give me a second. Give me a second. Keep going.
Totally different.
Oh, total. Well, one they race swapped the character. Two, they turned her into liberal studies. She wasn't like that. She was more supportive to him. Like, there's a valid reason why. Yeah. When she gets
first time I saw that season.
Yeah.
My first experience, because my buddy was showing me it, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, she's awesome." And he had to go on duty real quick, and he was like, "Oh, you like her? Oh no, nobody likes her." And I'm like, "What? Why?" And then when he comes back, I finished the first season. I'm like, I see what you're talking about, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
no,
that
no,
bitch.
no, no.
Fucker.
Yeah,
You
okay.
knew the entire time.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my problem with the character. One, they changed her. Ray swapped her out. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay. Two, they made her completely woke. Like, she is a literal woke representative. Three,
Oh yeah.
she's a total and utter cunt. She's an absolute cunt. Like, there's no redeeming qualities from her.
Yeah, she wants to give Mark lip, but then she's like, "Oh yeah, I knew. I figured it out like months ago." And I'm like, "Wait a second. So you gave him all that shit when this man is fighting all this shit and coming back from the ER worse and worse and worse every fucking time."
Yeah, he gets so fucked up in the first couple first fucking seasons, and like the things that happen to him. Now here's the thing. Now here's the question. I don't even know if they're going to continue the story arc with that character, because in the comics, she ends up dating someone and he beats her. And I'm like, I wonder if
That's gonna be rough.
I know. I wonder if the people who are working on this actually knew.
Yeah, I wonder how many plot changes there's gonna be. Like, I understand condensing certain events down.
Oh, there's already a lot. From what my friend is a fan of Image Comics. I'm not a fan of it. Like, other than some Spawn shit, I'm not a fan. Like, I kind of like Spawn. That's about it. Like that's literally it. And I liked Witchblade. But
Yeah.
I liked Top Cow stuff more than I like their stuff. Best way to put it.
Okay, don't know what those names mean, but okay.
Okay, Top Cow is Top Cow.
I'm not gonna worry about the
Our
names,
comic-
man. I'm just saying, get
Top
back to
Cow-
the Invincible.
Top Cow and what's called their comics. They're the comic like distributors. The comics that Invincible's from are the same comics that Spawn's from. Same franchise. Same Todd McFarlane group.
Okay. By the way, back to Invincible.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that one fight with Battle Beast is like, all his organs are out of his body right now.
Yeah.
I want to know how he's still alive in half these cases.
It's basically, as I've put it, it's basically Dragon Ball Z bullshit. That's what that is. That is literally, if you hurt them, they come
how
back.
many? It's like, yeah, how many times can you gut one of these guys and then they finally go down? You would have to. Maybe that's why all the Viltrumites sever heads, because that might be like the surefire way to get rid of them.
I think that's what it is. The only person that seems to defy that rule is Mr. Immortal, and from what I've heard, they fucked his character up real bad. I'll be right back, guys.
Immortal keeps being brought back because Cecil and all that government stuff are like restitching his nerves and shit. Invincible at this point is like fucking Frankenstein's monster. Oh my goodness. And also, supposedly, he's been around since ancient times. Oh, I'm actually quite surprised he didn't do anything but try to be a superhero at that point. It's like, Immortal, if you're doing all this, couldn't you, in theory, help with the space race?
Well,
and, maybe get Earth off the planet?
Well, that kind of that actually. Do you know that he's technically the virus? He's the equivalent to prove that Viltrumites and humans have a really good a really good power connection. They can connect really good. That's kind of.
Oh yeah. Are you talking Mark or are you talking
Immortal? Immortal was the evidence that they needed to do that, according to like what I've heard.
Okay. I'm here with you. The Viltrumites, when I took a peek into their society, I was like, yeah, that looks about right. that looks about right.
Well, it's
Fucking
basically
horrible.
Yeah, dude, like what makes me laugh about the Viltrumite bullshit is like, They're basically Saiyans and fucking what's it called? Combined, like Saiyans and Kryptonians combined. That's what they are. And
you know, one neat little factoid is that supposed culling of the weak was actually just a cover up for a civil war. And I was like, okay, that's neat. That makes sense to me. A society with this much pride, would cover this up. I'm actually quite surprised none of them have widow's peaks.
Yeah. So the other thing about it is, like I said, it's not only that the Viltrumites get stronger the older they get, and if you have the human genes apparently supercharge that shit. So even though
that's why Mark hasn't died.
well, Mark's emperor now. Actually, at the end of at
the end of the comics.
Yeah, like, and I'm not again. I'm okay with them doing that with Mark. I'm not a fan of the franchise. Like I said, I hate. Not a fan. Like, it's up there. The boy, I find the boys annoying. I find this kind of lame. That's kind of why I don't like them.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Every time I look at Conquest, I always think of you. Just this brutal old man that gets shit done, but also has a soft side.
I don't have much shit done. I literally spent 3 days trying to get. You know what? I only get shit done when I make a joke. My joke is this: if my nappy ass has to make you do it, you know shit's gone wrong. That's how it works. I should.
I could do the readout for the Conquest speech.
Yeah,
but replace it with you, and it's just like, I'm so lonely. I'm just Orc War Chief. I don't even get a real name. They send me from continent to continent, causing atrocities in Groomsh's name.
Look. It works like this. I will say this outright. Fuckers, I am the baseline to situations. If you are reaching my baseline, then you are failing. I am the 50% of life. You do not want me to be you do not want to be the 50% of life. Maybe I'm the 51, maybe I'm the 49 on occasion, but I am the baseline.
Is this like a bell curve thing?
It's society as a whole. Okay. And if I'm saying that looks crazy, you've reached what I like to call the 51%. You do not want that 51%, motherfuckers. No one wants the 51%, boys.
Can you explain the metric of how this system works?
It's simple. If I think something's insane, then it's too far.
So it goes higher on the numbers.
Yeah, it's worse. It's worse than what you think.
Okay, so high is bad, low good. Oh, it's like basically. Second edition, the best D&D.
Yeah, it is the best D&D. Like when I see someone, spend the entire day reading emails and writing emails to XYZ with their pup, and all that other fun jazz, and I look at that and go, that is absolutely silly. That person that doesn't deserve that job.
Point of privilege, Chief.
Yeah. I see that, and I'm looking at that, and I'm like, okay, why is that person working there when you could just literally you could do the job yourself? Like, 15 other people could do that job, and 5 other jobs. Like, you could combine that into a job. Not 6 people need that job. Not 8 people need that job. 1 person needs that job. You do not need fucking 10 people with their pup. Like, if you have that many people that just need to read emails, and that's all they do.
Too many chefs in the kitchen. Too many chefs in the kitchen.
Get rid of them. Yeah, get rid of 90% of them. And if that is how it works, then yes. And if I say that that's a stupid job, then there's, god damn, no, that is a really stupid job. Let's amplify that by 50.
Hey, Chief, we check our emails on occasion, right? Why aren't we getting paid for it?
I know. Why am I getting? Why can't I bring my little toy poo and fucking shop the job?
Why don't I have a nice little meditation room just in case life gets a little too stressful? Oh,
guys, that like when that's your job, Like that. That's the reason why a lot of these people are getting laid off, because people are starting to realize we don't need them.
Remember, it's always better to get laid than be laid off.
Yep. Yeah, that's about right. But no, that is the truth. It's like when you see that and you're like, yeah, that looks stupid. Okay. When you're fighting for people
The fucking lunches and the meals that I saw, it was just like, fuck. The nicest lunch I've ever had was a goddamn sandwich.
when you're looking at someone that does the job, and you get a job like, a good example is, let's say you get a job with these places. When I look at a school system and they have a really stupid, like, this is their rate of like people that actually understand this and this, yet they do that. I'm like, no, then you're stupid. Another good example of this is, if you want to really get me off on the races here, if I ever think to myself, you lost the game, then you lost the game. Then you really lost the game. It's amplified. It gets worse. You don't want my baseline. That's how I look at it. I'm the baseline of life. You do not want me going, that looks stupid.
Yeah, Chief, that would equivalent to being at a 20.
Yeah.
I don't consider you a 50. That's like, no, you may sound a bit crazy on occasion, but no, I know you mean well. I know what you mean.
That when you get that level, you're like, okay, yeah. No, that's not good.
Yeah, it's like, no, you're at a 20. You're a solid.
That's kind of how I look at it. I'm the 50%.
No, I gotta figure out where I'm at. I don't know. After we're talking about the corpse starch and all that, I may be at maybe a 22.
Look. The baseline of existence. Anything below 50 is bad. Anything above 50 is good. But
I thought you said high's bad.
No. The way it works is, think of it like a scoring system. I'm the kid that when I went to go do a test, I was always 51%, like 50 to 51.
Oh, you're a flunker. Gotcha.
Yeah. Even though technically,
it's a grading system. Okay.
Yeah.
That, because before you told me it's like golf rules. Lower number the better.
No. I mean 50% as in like grading. If you're grading, if you look at me and say, yeah. I'm a D rank. I'm not a failure, but I'm definitely a D. And I don't mind that. I'm fine with that. Like, okay.
If you ask me, you're more of an E, but it's just right after D, E.
Yeah, no, I would say I'm a solid D. E is somebody who's like literally like, you know, living in a fucking crack house right now, trying to sell their baby for crack. Okay,
yeah.
That's an E. That's an E.
Okay. I'd say I'm a high C then.
Yeah, an F is somebody who legitimately actually sold their baby for crack. There's a difference between trying and there's a difference between actually doing. There's the difference.
Yeah. And then we have G rank, which is for ghouls. F is for fiends, G is for ghouls.
Yeah, F is for fiends, G is for ghouls. Yeah, there's a low ranking system, but I am the borderline D. Sometimes
E is for escorts, because that's the only job you'll be doing.
Yeah, no. E is not for escorts. Like, I would say E rank people you're just at the extreme. You're at that extreme point. You can still survive, but you are really, really at a bad way.
You're at that like that 1 second before you hit the heroin needle. You're looking at it and you're wondering, should I?
You know, you just broke into a police car and stole the cop's gun, and you're debating what place you're going to rob with the police officer's gun. And there's a good chance that if the cops ever find you, you're going to get shot. That's an E.
Oh, I was gonna say that's fiend behavior.
That's an E. And then you get your F ranks are like the guy who actually.
E for excrement.
Yeah. Okay. Then your F rank is when you get to that guy that's like, hey, I am actually. Then that's the guy who does it and doesn't actually go through with it. The guy who actually does it is even that's the lower ranking. I thought the Premier. Oh, did the chat not add up? I haven't seen anything on the chat move, but yeah, hold on.
I thought.
Okay.
Cremains?
Yeah.
Don't fill up the thing. SKD only charred bone fragments.
No, they have
Armelian? Armian?
Yeah, they have such. Yeah, I was just looking at that. Yeah, I just wanted. But no, like I said, that's
DJ, did you spill your Coke on your keyboard?
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. Like I've run into a lot of E's in my life. It's the F's I worry about. The F's are the ones where I'm like, oh fuck. Now I got to deal with this.
So we have,
you don't want to deal with
we
the F's,
have
man.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, decent. What would you say? Deltas are decent.
Yeah. But anybody at the you're at the extreme. You're at that.
Okay. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, decent, excrement, fiend, ghoul. This is gonna be our tier list for people.
Yeah, that's my tier list for people. And most people like I hate to say it, as much as Asmongold, like let's say if we're gonna put Asmongold. Asmongold is a B. Even though technically in life he actually has a somewhat A life. But everything else Asmongold drops him down to a B, B+. As much as I hate to say it, Hassan is a C.
Ugh. Well, would you say he demoted at least?
No, he's a C. You have to give him at least a C rank. The reason you give him a C rank is for one reason only. He still has a lot of money, a lot of assets. He pretends like he doesn't realize bullshit's bullshit, but he knows the bullshit's there. It's clear he knows the bullshit's there. Listen to some of his rants when he starts freaking out about everything.
It's like Wizard of Oz. Don't peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Behind the curtain kind of thing.
He really knows what he's doing. He's not that dumb. If he was, that'd be a different opinion. Oh, his rank would be like he'd be D-.
I'm still laughing at that bathtub picture though.
Yeah, I know, but that's if we're talking like Emiru or like what's her face there, Pokimane. I hate to say it, she still falls under a C. She still falls under a C, but she's a C-. Her personality's shit. Even though she's got all the money and the assets. Like, technically, if she had a good personality and she wasn't a complete another thought, she'd probably be a higher rank. Like, I'm actually surprised. No, I think she'd be a higher rank.
No, sorry. That wasn't in response to you. That was just a bad hit from the vapes. Keep going.
Yeah, no, that is a like, I hate to say it, she'd be a B rank. I would say Emiru's the same thing. She's technically a C. Although again, her personality's good, but it's like everything else is kind of weird and fucked up with that person, so it's like a C rank. Most people are C. I don't know that many A's in the world.
Oh, yeah, A's for Alpha.
Yeah, like the closest thing to A's, I think, right now on the list would probably be we'd probably start getting into leaderships, and then some people like Keanu Reeves is a name.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's his name? Who did Sporticus?
I don't know who that is, so I don't know what you're talking
Lazy
about.
Town, Sporticus, the absolute Giga Chad.
Giga Chad. Oh, yeah. Sporticus. Okay. Lazy Town. You said Lazy.
Yeah.
No, he's an A.
He's an absolute A because he can physically do that.
He's an A. Sporticus is an A because he's a fucking that guy. Literally, I would say there were a lot of A ranks. Like he was an amazing man. As much as people are going to hate this, I'd say
Chuck Norris is an S. superior.
Yeah, I'd say Chuck Norris was a Chuck. Well, no, going by human rating. Chuck Norris. I'm going by human rating. Chuck Norris is an A.
Well, S is above A.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not using the joke. If we're doing real ratings of people, let's real rate Chucky.
Okay, A plus.
Okay, yeah,
Norris.
A. Although, like I said, there's a lot of people pissing on his oh, he Catholic, blah, blah, blah,
But
blah, blah.
motherfucker, these people will piss on anyone's grave the moment they pass.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
funny.
off.
It's funny. It's funny because for decades he was legitimately a Democrat, and for decades. But they'll still, oh, he's not now. Ooh. Fuck off! I hate these people sometimes. They're the easy.
It's like, what do you think a burial ceremony is? You don't just do it anywhere.
Yeah. But it's funny because they shit on him online. I like Chuck Norris butt, and I'm like, well, why are you butting that? Come on. There's no reason to butt the situation. If you think Chuck Norris was cool, fucking say Chuck Norris was cool.
Yeah, the moment someone says "but," they want you to pay attention to the first point.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they want you to pay attention to the butt. That's the problem, and that's the thing. I'm really.
It's like, I like him, and it's like, okay, and then when you say "but," that immediately, in my mind, revokes the previous statement until the second part is stated.
Yeah. I don't want to talk ill of him. Then don't talk.
Proceeds to talk ill of him.
Yeah, and then proceeds to talk ill of him. Fuck off. Like, just fuck off. Like, I hate these people when they do that. Anyway, anybody who does that shit gets a fail in my opinion. They're failures.
E rank for you cretins.
Yeah.
You go
you're not
excrement rank.
Yeah, excrement rank. Yep. You're not a fiend, but you're getting there.
Yeah, give them some time, and we'll start seeing them as fiends.
Inevitably, it always happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, because Chuck is like, who cares? Like, okay, dude, if you have an issue with Chuck Norris, that's fine. Don't act like, oh well, I'm the arbiter of this, and like, no, dude, you didn't know the motherfucker. The guy lived to a ripe old age of 80. I respect Chuck Norris for what he did in life, and I don't think that's a nice thing to do, to kind of shit on the guy after the fact. Again, and here's the problem: these fuckers spent all this time making the internet more of a real life thing. Now they're upset that the real life thing can, people like me can turn around and go, well, you're gonna make it a real life thing, go fuck yourself. That becomes the problem, doesn't it? Maybe you shouldn't have made the internet a real thing. Because no one cared if people were shit-talking people 20 years ago. No one gave 2 fucks. Now they give a fuck.
COD lobbies, anyone?
Oh, God, yeah. Fucking damn. The things I heard in a COD... I heard kids say stuff to me in a COD lobby that I was like, buddy, I know damn well that if I talk to your mother, they would fucking lose their fucking mind, and you get your ass... The belt would come out. So it's just like, it's funny. It's absolutely laugh out loud hysterical. The belt. Because I just remember... I remember this one time.
You hear that crack?
Yeah, I remember the one time I was chillaxing, and my friend's kid was playing COD, and we're playing old games because we're awesome. His kid sucks.
Go on.
Oh! I don't know if I've ever told you about that kid racking up a freaking $300 bill on online. I don't know if I've ever told you that.
Yep. You talked about that on live. You talked about it on live where he trashed a bunch of iPads.
Okay, I won't. No, it wasn't the iPad thing. I'll talk about that later. I'll talk about that story. It's an interesting story. Anyway,
okay.
This kid's sitting there playing this stupid thing, and we're like, okay, good. We're listening. I'm listening. We're all kind of, I'm kind of doing our own stuff, and all of a sudden we hear this one kid start screaming. And I mean, the words that he said are, "You are a beep and a beep, beep, beep." Like he's calling him every dirty word on the planet.
Is this man like if we had the censor bar, it'd basically be Morse code?
Yeah, it would be in Morse code. I was actually thinking of actually spelling it out in Morse code, but then technically YouTube would come after me for spelling it out in Morse code. So I will not. Anyway,
Gee, spell it in Braille.
still get in trouble on YouTube. I thought about it though. I did think about it. Anywho, this character, this individual screaming and screaming and screaming at all these kids. Now, here's the thing about screaming at children. Their parents might hear. So out of nowhere, we hear this, and both me and my friend are playing awesome video games. He's playing crappy Call of Duty. And all of a sudden we hear, "Malcolm, what the fuck did you just say? What the fuck did you just say?" You start hearing this scream in the background. "Nothing. Oh, I didn't fucking me." And we start hearing this sound. We start hearing screaming and both of us stop. And I'm like, "Buddy, I wish I recorded that." We're sitting there like, we both stopped and looked because we could hear, because he took off his speaker to go use the bathroom, so he took his headphones off. And so we hear this profanity go off. And it's like, "Malcolm, you fucking whack, 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 whack." And you can hear this kid, Mom, I didn't say the word. I didn't say the word.
Liar.
Whack, 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 whack. And like, you could hear this kid getting his ass fucking beat. Like, "We're not playing this game anymore."
Bring ass beating back.
Yep.
Bring ass beating back.
This kid got completely, like, all of a sudden he just disappeared from the server. He just gone. God.
Oh yeah, you
What?
turn off the system, disconnect.
Yeah. So all of a sudden he just disconnected. And I'm like, this kid was clearly like, like I said, they're acting tough. Like, you're not tough. Like, do you know how many times I heard someone say these words to me if you played on Call of Duty? I heard my friend's kid, I've heard them say, my brother's a hacker. My brother's a hacker. I heard that so many times.
Same here. I heard that line.
I heard that so many times. No, nothing came of it, but yeah, I heard so many times. Again, to friends of mine who are hackers. It's not hard to figure out who these kids are. Like, you could figure it out, especially back in the Xbox day. It's not hard.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like, why would you even, threaten that? You're not like it doesn't go well for you if you get busted, and they might, if you actually run into someone that actually knows what they're doing. Like, I know quite a few people that if you say that to them, they're gonna come. They will actively come looking for you, and you do not want these people looking for you. If they're looking for you, that means they're going to find you. You don't want that. These people are nuts, and they have no problem being as nuts as humanly possible. So I make it a point not to make these people crazier than they already are. Called common sense. Oh, we have ourselves, LDP is live right now. He's running his live thing. All right. But no, no, it was crazy some of the stuff I saw kids shouting to each other. But I still will never forget that. The other one I heard once was, funniest thing I heard on another server once back in the day was, it was freaking hysterical. I'm trying to remember what was actually said, because it was just laugh out loud funny. Both me and we're playing a video game, and this girl's online. She's chatting on Twitch. No, it was on Twitch. It was Twitch. Yeah, it was Twitch. So we were fucking around. We were on Twitch, and we're looking at people live stream. This one kid's live streaming on Twitch, and her dad comes walking up and literally says this. This is great. Walks up and says, "What the fuck are you doing on there? All the people on there are pedophiles. Get the fuck off the internet." And turn on, like, so they made him turn off the switch. It was one of the laugh out loud funniest things I have ever seen. Where she went like this kid just vanished off the line. It's like a Twitch thing. It was back in the day. They don't do that anymore. Where they don't allow the kids on the Twitch anymore, which is probably for the best, in my personal opinion. Yeah, it just kind of got funny that happened a lot. But I remember that. That was laugh out loud funny. I'm like, wow. Twitch doesn't have that happen very often anymore. Be funny if it did though.
Yeah.
Discard. Okay, so we got some room. I'm making some room. I have to actually get rid of healing items because I've actually maxed. I got so much gear in here right now. Oh, it's 2 skull hats. Damn it. Okay. Now our character's stuck and we're about to drown. So yeah, we got the fun of that. Overall, I like this story. This actually has a very good dark story in some ways, but it's actually fun in others. I heard a bing. Is that Logan again? Yeah, that's Logan again. So no, I had a good laugh at the fun that is some of the stuff from back in the day, kids screaming at each other online. That was one of the fun, like, we never always, like, when I used to go on Twitch, I used to go on Twitch for a background thing, just to play a video game and have someone on in the background. That was when I used Twitch back in the day. But I remember laughing at some of the insanity I heard on Twitch. Like, oh yeah, when Twitch first came out, man, oh god, that was nuts. The Wild West of the internet, man. And sometimes I just randomly like search people. I don't do this anymore. I'm not on Twitch anymore. Ever since certain individuals ended up on Twitch, I've kind of avoided them. Yeah. Boop 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 boop. Okay, come on. Okay, thank you. Now I gotta switch the thief character into the party. This Kane character is actually pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. Okay, 69. And I believe there's a dagger down here, and there's also a shield. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, there we go. Now we got more room, but I got so much shit to sell now. Yeah, once we finish the dungeon, we'll end it for the night. I don't feel comfortable leaving it as it is. We usually go to 9:30 anyway, so. No, God, man, Call of Duty back in the day. Ugh, those servers were some of the most toxic servers I've ever been a part of. Wow, some of the things people said to each other. Holy shit. I think World of Tanks was the more funnier one for me because I had so many people in World of Tanks say some of the weirdest shit to me back in the day. I don't know if you had that happen, but I had that happen a lot where it was like World of Tanks had all these people just the weirdest things. I had guys screaming at other people in Russian, which is absolutely funny.
World of Tanks?
Yeah, World of Tanks. Like early World of Tanks. Remember World of Tanks?
Yeah, I remember World of Tanks. It's shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but when that first came out...
Compared to War Thunder? No, War Thunder is superior.
Oh, I agree, but World of Tanks was hysterical. And I remember just people swearing at each other in random languages and stuff. It was hysterical sometimes.
The only thing that annoys me about World of Tanks, especially, is you'll have vehicles and weapon systems in World of Tanks that have multiple weapons, but you can only use the big gun. You can only use the main cannon. Meanwhile, you go over the War Thunder, and it's like, yeah, you can use your 50 cal.
Yeah.
If you have auxiliary weapons, yeah, you could use it. And the part that made me really bitter is you'd have a sponsor in World of Tanks, like one of the most recent ones that was such a lost opportunity. They had 40K stuff.
Yeah, Warhammer stuff.
You could have a Lehman Russ, and I'm like, World of Tanks does not appreciate the fact that the Lehman Russ has heavy bolters on the side, because it was that variant. It was one with the heavy bolters as the side-mounted weapons, and it's like what, a las cannon in the hull. I'm like, dude. If this thing was in War Thunder, it would be so fucking busted.
Yeah. I freaking laughed at World of Tanks. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the World of Tanks stuff, but yeah, I understand.
I mean, hell, they have the Valkyria Chronicle shit, the Edelweiss tank.
Yeah.
And they also have the tanks with girls on Panzer. I'm like, I'm gonna lose my shit if they ever get Dominion Tank Police. I will lose my fucking mind.
Okay, so my problem with World of Tanks is always going to be that World of Tanks is like, it was the chat that was funny. We're talking about the chat. We're not talking about the bullshit that was the actual game. The game itself, but the chat was funny. The chat on there was absolutely insane.
I'm about to say, there's only two types of people that you'll find on World of Tanks. You'll either find like 30-year-old and up men, or the kids of said men playing the game. That's about it.
Yeah, that was... I had so much swearing and fucking vulgarity in those chats back in the day. Because back in the day, before Discord or other sites like Hangouts and all that other shit kind of existed, that was a way a lot of people just hung out and shot the shit.
That's why I was silent as well. Like,
Yeah.
I'd never speak. The moment you spoke, you opened yourself to anything.
Oh man, I got there in an argument between two Russian people over the validity of North Korea. And it was one of the wildest conversations. I'm just sitting there. I stopped what I was doing and I just listened to these two Russian guys literally fighting over North Korea. And it was the weirdest conversation. I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to a radio show? Like, I actually thought I was listening to a radio show. I'm like, what the fuck? These guys are just going off about, fucking Kim Jong-un and blah, 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 blah. And America didn't step in and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, holy fuck, I'm just wild. Absolutely fucking wild, excuse me. And these kids, these guys were just going. And they went for over an hour. I had one guy, I remember one of the funniest things I ever had happen on there was one guy read an entire audiobook in the chat. He just literally read a book from one end to the other. Yeah, it was one of the funniest ones. He read a service model on the tank that he was driving. And every fucking piece of that vehicle was explained. There was the weirdest shit that I saw in World of Tanks. And then like I said, the chat just started degrading as time went on because, certain people found it. And then when those people found it, fuck, you know when that happens where like the chat was funny, it was interesting, it was different, and then the chat fucking died. And I was like, fuck. It's funny because that you'd run into that stuff because there was back in the day, a buddy of mine had a ham radio, and we used to just run that in the background and just listen to shit on ham radio or listen to police scanners. And that was kind of great. That was a fucking hoot and a holler. Some of that was just laugh out loud funny, some of the stuff we would hear. My favorite was apparently someone with my first name and sounded like my last name. Wasn't my last name, it was somebody else. Someone apparently stole 1,000 books from a library. And we listened to the entire moment that, 10-4, robbery at such and such library, and we're like, what? Suspect's name is beep-a-deep-a-deep. Both stop and look at the radio, and we're like, no fucking way. And so we turned the radio up, and we're just sitting there listening. This guy...
I was going to ask, did you recognize the name at all?
Yes, I recognized the name, because it was my name. That's why I stopped and went, what the fuck?
Oh shit!
I was like, is
Well,
this
damn.
classified as X person? I'm like, excuse, like, but my friend's like, what? And we turned it up, and we're looking, and like, this went on for like a good half hour to an hour of them chasing this guy. He apparently walked in, grabbed books, like I think 1,000 of them. I don't know why he grabbed 1,000 books. He walked into a section, grabbed a bunch of books, started putting them in his car, kept walking in and out with like 4 or 5 books. After the 5th or 6th book, they started realizing he was stealing books.
A very studious robber, I guess.
Yeah, and he stole an insane amount of books. And then he put it in his little fucking gremlin car and drove off. And it turned into a high speed pursuit. It is the weirdest thing I have ever heard at like a situation where this robbery happened. It happened like a long time ago. This is almost like, fuck, I can't even remember. I was like 17 when we were doing the ham radio shit and all the like police scanner shit. So that's probably when that was. So that was a while ago, boys. It was wild. It was one of the weirdest things I ever heard, because this guy stole a lot of shit, and there was no rhyme or reason for him stealing it either, which is just fucking even more weird. And they arrest him, and he's like, apparently, like I said, he went to other libraries and just stole books. He had over 1,000 books in his house. Why steal 1,000 books? Like, I don't understand that. You do know.
Why such a round number too?
It was like, well, it was more than just. It was like, I think it was 1,000, but it was like close to 1,000 books. I can't remember what the exact number was, but I think I'm rounding up for satirical matter, but it's not by much.
Okay.
We were like, why did this guy? We don't know. We don't know, but it was my last name was in the my last name and my first name was registered under that. And I was like, and my friend was like, dude, when did you rob books? I never did. Well, according to this, you stole a bunch of books. It's like, no, I didn't. I've been sitting here this entire time. What the fuck? It was a wild fucking thing, wild night, man. That night we were like laughing. We're waiting for cops to show up at the house, because apparently they tracked him down. It's just like I said, the number was about, because they incorporated how much items were stolen. They had a bunch of books in there. It's like libraries have been reporting stolen books. This guy was stealing books. I don't know why. Like, there was a theory actually. And the theory was that he was returning the books, but what he was doing was he was buying pornography, and he was getting kids' books and like books that were like for certain things, and like it wasn't just kid. It was, if the books were big enough, and then he was actually secretly gluing porn in the books.
He was trying to be hentai-sama.
I don't know what else to think about that. Like, he was apparently this guy had a bunch of porno mags. He was buying porno, and he was putting porn in library books and then returning the books later. That's the going theory. We're not 100% sure if that theory's real, because we don't know what the fuck he was thinking. He was thinking something in his brain. We don't know what the thinking was. It was insane. we're certain it was insane, but the man apparently stole a bunch of books. Dude, fucking insanity takes all shapes, don't it, boys? Like, I don't know what else to think about when you got someone doing that. But that's the going theory. That is the going theory, that this guy actually did that. That he was actually stealing books and putting porn inside books. Which is weird, because he was like putting like spreads of girls and stuff. He bought certain magazines, and he would buy like 100 magazines and secretly paste them into the books. Like, apparently they found a couple books that were like that. So I'm like, okay. Some people, man, some people are just fucking crazy, and you can't do anything about it. They're just fucking nuts. Like what's the old saying? Sometimes people just want to watch the world burn. There's people in this world like that.
The quote from Kingsman.
Yep. Yep. What was it? Just
some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yep. Yeah, that was actually from like an actual thing, but yeah. This guy had a Nero mentality, man. This guy was fiddling on the roof, that's for fucking sure. But I don't
Caesar Nero.
Yeah, I don't know the logic. Like, I mean, that's an interesting idea to troll people, but could you imagine, like, and this is back in the 90s. Like, could you imagine doing that? Like, I don't know what the game plan was. Apparently he did that. He did that a lot. And yeah. It's up there. It's up there with some of the thieves I've heard over the years that done some weird stuff. But I knew a guy that apparently stole $1,000 worth of D&D because he had a girlfriend with big boobies. That's a fun story.
Wait, he did a what?
Okay, so we have a bookstore in my town that was selling D&D. It was one of the few places you could get Warhammer and D&D stuff. The guy who was running it was a obese. Funny thing is, the guy actually had an interesting life. He was a logger. He did a lot of little stuff on the side, but he was a crazy. He's kind of a prick. He's a dick. We used to call him a dude. Like I think he was like. We named his store Dick Craft or something like that, if I remember correctly. It was something weird like that. I can't remember what the actual name was anymore. But so he, this guy was dating a girl, and they were playing D&D back in the time. And as the story goes, what he would do is he'd get his girlfriend to wear low-cut shirts, and she'd sit down and go, "Hi, yeah, can you explain this to me?" And, you know, he was all in for the explaining this. So he would sit there and listen to the explanation. Like, you know, because her shirt, you know, kind of lean in, and he'd be, "Oh, girl, want to know about my thing." So he actually had this mentality of, you know, girl. And so while she was doing that, he would grab books from the D&D section, the second ed D&D section, and he would walk out. He would walk in, grab 2 books, walk out, and he'd flip the book, or he basically what he would do is he'd grab one book, and then he'd flip the book in the air, catch it right over the security camera, like right over the security line, like the bar, flip it, and then catch it on the way out. And that's how he stole D&D books. He would actually like basically go kind of throw up in the air and walk out. And he stole D&D. He just basically robbed this guy, and he'd have her go there, and he'd just keep robbing him. And he robbed this guy a lot of money. Like, he took a lot of money from this guy. He basically looted this guy for months because, again, this girl, all it took to get his attention was, you know, boobies. And that's it. And he was distracted, so he fucking take the books and leave. And he was blatant about it sometimes. Sometimes this guy would walk up. Like, this guy did some fucking funny things. He would walk up, he grabbed drinks from this. Like, this guy had he actually did this once. Well, she was talking, because he's totally distracted. He's not paying attention to anything. The second a cute girl showed up, he's like, and like
fuck off.
it was that bad. Like, I'm not joking when I say it was girl. This guy was so bad for this. I remember this was funny. I remember a guy was waiting to talk to him about something. It was a weird. He was looking for some anime that he ordered, and I guess he ordered because you gotta pay in advance for your anime. And I'm sitting there waiting for my anime. He's sitting there waiting for anime. This is back in the day when you couldn't get anime through normal sources. Like there wasn't, like, you know, Crunchyroll was a thing, but a lot of people like hard media even back then. So this guy, he's talking to some girl. Oh, you're blah 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 blah, and he's going off on his tangent. This girl's like, you can see her eyes were fucking glazed right fucking over. She was like, she was done with the conversation an hour ago, but this fucker wouldn't shut the fuck up. Of course he would. That's who he is. He's one of those guys. Like, he gets a girl, oh, she wants to know about this, so he's talking about shirts. Oh, and then he starts explaining how, oh, I don't need to sell stuff in town. I can just sell it online. I make a lot. I sell so much online. Oh, I don't need the town service. I just keep the store open to help people out. Like he would. Oh man, I'm making so much money online. Hot girl. You want a super overweight fat guy, middle-aged 40 guy breathing all over you. You 20-year-old college student. So she's doing, this guy's sitting there and he's getting more and more annoyed. This guy's getting pissed. So he walks into the back area where he knows where the DVDs are, grabs his collection, goes, okay, got it. And he looks, he's like, grabs it, looks, waits, walks out. Walks out with his stuff, raises his stuff over the alarm signal so it doesn't go beep, 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 beep. Walks out. And 5 seconds later, like, he comes back. And he's like, so the guy show up? Nope. Fuck him. Walks over, grabs a whole fucking box of fucking DVDs, lifts it all up over his head, walks out. Walks out with at least $600 worth of stuff and leaves. And I'm like, you know, I can't not agree with the mentality. This guy just basically left his place undivided. So I just grabbed my stuff. I grabbed it and left. And I had already paid for my shit, so I don't give a fuck. But like this guy just basically, with the second a cute girl comes up, he would do that. He would completely ignore the entire fucking store to talk to cute girl. Like, you know, and the 20s, like he got such a rep. I don't even know if his store is still open. I think it's still open, but he got such a rep for being a creeper. A lot of women just don't go to his store anymore. Like, he has such a rep with the female geek community. He is considered a fucking right creeper. Like, it's funny. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't believe for a second that his. Okay, if you had a choice between going between Teespring or some idiot store to buy shirts, where are you going?
What was the question?
If you, okay, let's say you want to get a Spider-Man shirt. Are you just when you can go to Marvel and get it for a better price? Are you going to go to Marvel to pick it up, or are you going to go to some fucking idiot that's going to sell it by 30% more?
Marvel.
Exactly. This guy doesn't have a market, and he hasn't had a market for a while. I don't even know if his store's still open. The last time I drove by the store was closed. Like, and it was like during a midday, so I was like, I think he's actually out of the business. But he deserves it. He's such a fucking dink. Like, fuck, dude. Like, you got actual people waiting, and you're spending 4 minutes talking to a girl. And we all know why he's talking to the girl, because the girl's there, and it's a cute girl, and he wants to talk to the cute girl. It's like, buddy, the cute girl is not there to have a conversation with you. The cute girl wants to buy her anime or whatever she's there to buy, and then she's going to leave. Like, I also think that was also the guy who got the war memorial on him for Pokemon cards. No one would buy Pokemon cards at his store because he was such a creeper.
Oh.
Yeah, he got a rep. He got a really bad rep because of his shenanigans. So when you got a bad rep because of your shenanigans, you probably want to fix that rep. Like, he got known for that. The other store that's in town is a great store. The store is packed though. The guy running it is a pack rat. That's the other gaming store in town. That's the other comic book store in town.
Oh, I've seen stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where you go to the shop that supposedly has like memorabilia, and instead of everything being nice, it's just piles and piles of boxes.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong. That can sometimes be a treasure trove unless the guy's a troll and, upcharges, yeah.
Oh yeah, that actually, I'd love to take you to that store. I would actually, I would take chat to that store if I could. Like, I would actually live stream going to the store for one of the local places. But I don't know, that seriously docks me, and I know damn well if I'm going to do that, I want to promote them. I'm not big enough to actually do that. If I had like 1,000 people watching or 2,000 people watching every day, like nonstop, and all the videos were getting 1,000, like in the thing, I would actually go to his store and promote his store. I would legit do that. Like, I have no problem doing that if I did that. Okay, it's like it's worth it.
Hell, that's one way to spark up my childhood.
Yeah.
I remember that place was a mess, but that's also where I got my 40K miniatures when I was younger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like,
and the best part is, it wasn't just like new age stuff. He also had like some 3rd edition models, and they were cheaper. He sold them cheaper.
Yeah.
So if you needed to fill an army fast, use the old edition models.
Yep. Yeah, and he was actually, this guy was actually pretty good for that. He's not great for it. Like, if you want to buy anime figures for like, marked up price, go to that guy. That guy also was the one who got.
I'll never understand the anime figure thing. It's like $300 for this thing that just sits there.
I don't get it either. Like, I'm willing to buy it for.
And that goes for any game. That goes for any game where it's like,
oh yeah,
it is so exorbitant in price, and you just put it on your shelf or a display case. It's like, what the fuck's the point?
Did I tell you about the this Chinese?
At that point, just get a picture. Hang a picture on your wall. Shit.
Okay, my favorite thing that just happened was there was a guy who was buying Gunpla, and his 9-year-old nephew trashed all the guy's Gunpla.
Mm.
It was a number. He had over 900 Gunpla figures. A lifetime of collecting. Now here's where it gets worse. We're not at the better part, we're at the worst part. This kid trashed everything. He destroyed all the Gunpla in a rage. I don't know why the kid did it. I don't know what reasonings there was behind it. I'm assuming a 9-year-old brat. He destroyed, like, they estimated it was somewhere around $50,000 worth of Gunpla.
Oh, I forgot. The whole point of this was talking about that one kid that destroyed shit. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And I assume that this wasn't just like 1/44 models. These were also the Gunplas that are like was it the ultra rated detail ones as well? Okay,
for those that don't know, Gundam Wing, for the special, like the very special wing, like the limited edition wing editions, like the special, like that those editions of Gundam are worth an absurd amount of money. I'm not joking when I say that. We are talking about an insane amount of cash. This is not normal cash. You normally, like, some of these figures are worth now. If you were to try to buy some of the limited edition wing stuff, you're looking at thousands of dollars. Like, just to replace it. It's just wild. This kid just destroyed, and I still have no rhyme why the kid would decimate his uncle's shit. I'm assuming whatever reason it was, that would honestly, that's like a kid walking up and grabbing my little micro laptop, my little micro PC, and smashing it on the ground. He'd be the next one smashed.
He wouldn't have a solid bone in his body. It'd just be flesh and powder.
That kid would get hurt. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, but if a child just recklessly destroys your stuff, I'm not against like, capital punishment. I would actually.
I'll be real with you. I'm in full agreement. It's like, you be the giant in Jack and the Beanstalk at that point. Fee fi fo fum. I'm gonna turn your bones into bread.
Yep. Oh yeah. I'm not against. I don't believe in hurting kids, unless like, but if you do something like that, okay. I'm not against being nasty to children when they do stupid shit like that. Like that for no reason to attack, to destroy someone's property like that. Oh yeah. Like I would have no problem walking into that kid's place and destroying every bit of property that kid did. That would be a trash. I would destroy all his toys. And I'd do it right in front of him. I would destroy everything that kid owned right in front of him. Arush, your thoughts on children completely decimating if he's still here.
Someone think of the children.
I do think of the children. I think of the children being destroyed on the destroying their stuff. Like Jesus hell.
It would be better. Like I said, don't be afraid to beat your kids if they do something wrong.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Pull out the bell. Pull out the shankla. We'll teach them a lesson, and it may save their life when they're an adult too.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how often, a good ass kicking will save someone's life, man. Like I have found children that are coddled end up being the worst type of people, grown adults. They really do. They do the worst things you'll ever see. Like I have seen some insane stuff done thanks to kids being completely coddled. And it's nothing like, dude, you don't have to torture a child. You don't have to do anything horrendous, but you do have to like understand that kids are bad for that. Like I had that. Like I'm not against certain capital punishment. I'm against like unwarranted violence. You do unwarranted violence against a kid, you get drunk and beat up a kid, yeah, fuck off. You deserve everything you get. But if you're coming at it from the perspective of, this kid just decided to purposely throw something off a chair and destroy it, well, you spank his ass and go, don't do that again. And it's like, like I think that's the same reason I'm also a big proponent of getting rid of the whole participation trophy crap. I am a advocate that needs to go bye-bye as a whole.
Yeah.
Like
I remember receiving a participation trophy. I looked at it as what it was, a worthless piece of plastic, because I didn't properly win anything. Why the fuck do I have this?
Yep, exactly. You don't give people participation trophies. You don't do that. You give kids who actually work for it get the work, get the gold. You don't.
Yeah, I felt more insulted by just here, have a handout.
Yeah,
that was fucking insulting as a kid.
You know what I got?
That's what it is. Participation trophy. It's a fucking handout.
Yeah, I played baseball. I played the silly baseball. I can't remember what the name of the baseball was back in the day when I was like really, really young. And I sucked. I can't remember what it's called. You know where you put the ball on the little tee and you hit it? I don't know what that's called.
Put the ball on like golf?
You put a ball on a little stick and you hit it.
Oh, T-ball. T-ball. It was like baseball, but for beginners, effectively.
Yeah. I was playing T-ball, and I really sucked. I couldn't hit the ball. I don't know why. Stupid moments. I just didn't understand what I was doing. And again, we're talking young. I'm 5.
Yeah, that's usually like when you get your kids on T-ball, they're like 5 or 8.
Yeah. So I played, and we had a coach, and the coach said, kid, like when I was done, I fucked up so bad, and then they're like, so what I did was I took a swing, didn't realize I wasn't supposed to run the first, and then ran the first. I completely missed the ball. And I don't remember much of that because it's like that vague memory. I do remember the coach going, "Hey, retard, smarten the fuck up. What are you, stupid? Are you a dum-dum? You're supposed to hit the ball." You like after a while, after like he finally got me to the side because I wasn't understanding, and I spent most of the game running around not doing anything. Like I thought you were supposed to not hit. See, the funny thing is, I was really good at. I wasn't good at hitting the ball, but I was good at throwing the ball at people's heads because I thought you weren't supposed to give it to the catcher. You're supposed to hit the person. So I was beaning kids. And so the coach called me a little psychopath. I do remember that. I do remember because instead of throwing the ball at the other kid to catch it, I threw the ball at the actual kid that was running, and I beamed him right across the face. He's like, "Psycho, you fucking!" Like I got kicked off the team. Let's just say I wasn't allowed to play the ball in the game anymore. But you know, I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Really good at hitting kids though with baseballs. found my calling when I was a child, beating children.
It explains the soup can.
Yep. Oh yeah, I was great at fucking beating children with baseballs.
Yeah. In his childhood, he specced into throwing.
Yeah, I specced into throwing. Dude, one of the worst things I ever did to a kid, and I still feel bad about this. Okay, me and a friend are waiting for this girl to get home, and so we're next to a lake, and we're outside waiting for her. You know, she's getting home. We're gonna have there. Everyone's gonna do a barbecue, and I'm sitting there throwing rocks across this lake. Click, 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 and I could get it so far. I could almost hit the far end, and I was actually that good. Like I could get a good whip. And my friend's like, give her. Now there was kids fishing.
Yeah.
On the other side. And the kid and the dad was walking. And the kid was going and the dad was walking and I fucking rang it. Now the kid walked right into the line of fire. Click, click, click. I nailed that tackle box with on the fifth spin. It went across the river. Click, click, and on the third spin, it hit the tackle box. I wasn't trying to aim for the child. I will repeat, I was not trying to aim for child. I hit the tackle box so hard I broke the lock, and the tackle box exploded, and all the tackle went over. Then the kid started crying, and me and my friend just kind of went. You know, we just kind of like sat at the river, not saying anything. What the hell happened? I got a good spin. What can I say? At least I didn't beam the poor child. I would have felt like a monster. I was playing soccer. I was playing soccer or volleyball, and I beamed the kid in the face while we were playing volleyball. And I was just fucking around. We were just goofing around, and the kid was there playing on one of the teams, and he was running around like an idiot. And the ball bounced up and smacked the kid in the face, and he was on the outside line, and I hit him like square in the face. I was like, oh fuck! I felt so bad. Yep. See, people wonder why I don't have kids. They don't survive long. Hey, you want to play ball with the old man? Oh, damn it! I killed another one. Sorry. I felt so bad. The kid was just fucking around. He was kind of playing, wasn't playing. He was on the outliner. I didn't mean to hit him, and the ball bounced up and nailed him right in the face because we were playing on a really shitty like little volleyball court, and the kid was like right on the outside line, and it hit a rock, and the rock skipped the ball up and bashed him in the face, and I was like, fucking no! I felt so bad. I was like so upset about this. Like, damn it, me hurting children. Don't mean to beam kids with rocks every once in a while. I actually haven't beamed a child for rock. I beamed years ago. I've done more damage to I've done more damage to fish. I did kill a fish with skipping stones once. I nailed a fish and killed it outright. That I did. That was accidental. But I didn't want to hurt the fishy. Wasn't planning on hunting. See, I don't mind killing fish if I'm fishing. I do mind killing an animal if I'm not intending to kill it, you know? And that was me skipping rocks, and the fish bounced up, and I nailed it with a rock. Boom, dead. Like, that was one hell of a hit. So I get mad. Yeah, that was a dexterity check at a -1 right there. That was a 1 check. That was like a perfect check. I hit that thing like natural 20. Right in between.
If the fish jumps up at just the right time to get beamed with that, it's like, huh, This guy doesn't need a trident to fish. Just use flat stones.
Flat stones. I got good at that. I got good at skipping stones. We buddy of mine's got he's got a shooting range, and he's got it. The way it's set is it's set on a little inclined lake, and you can skip stones on that. And I got good enough. I could. He would shoot his gun, and I could fire a stone across there for a nice flat stone if it's flat enough. I can fire that stone right across and hit the targets, even though he's having he's shooting at him with a gun. I've actually thought of doing sling work, because apparently sling works a lot like that. You got to get that momentum, and if you get the right momentum, you can really fucking take someone out with that. Like, it does some real good damage. Like, I'm not planning on actually hurting anybody, but I've always wanted to play with those, especially for hunting for partridge. Like, I killed the partridge with a boomerang once when I was younger. That was accidental, though, because partridges are really stupid animals. So we are going to call it soon. We're almost done. We're almost at the area. I wanted to get that water. And so we got ourselves for book club. We'll be doing book club. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing for the rest of that Space Geeks. I think we'll let DJ Ronnie kind of have the floor if DJ Ronnie wants to bring something up that week for Space Geeks. I'm assuming he wants to talk about the space travel that's happening. We may have some more conversations. Nothing more, maybe some more Star Trek stuff. I've been hearing some interesting stuff, but nothing too concrete yet. I want to wait until I know exactly what's going on before we start having more Star Trek talk. I believe LDP is on right now. If Aros is still here, oh no! What did I do? Yeah. Okay. If you can put LDP's link in there, that'd be great. If you want to put your link in there, you also can. And I think we're going to call it for tonight, and then we will see you guys Wednesday. And then Thursday, we're going to be continuing our Guardians. We're almost there at some of the most interesting moments in that comic. So when that gets up, that's going to be fun, boys. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Support, like, share the channel out. We want more people to watch us. All right. See you guys later, and we'll see you on the next Orc War Chief Reviews. Have a very